All right.
Everything's calm. Everything's calm. Get out of here.
Okay,
Yeah.
we are live now. Welcome,
Lies.
everyone, to Ye Old Dorkvision stream. You can catch this stream every Sunday night from 9 to midnight Eastern Standard Time. If you want to catch our sister stream, that is on Wednesdays. That is running through the Eternal Undermountain, and that goes from 7 to 10 Eastern Time. Be sure to check out my books on DriveThruRPG, and Noble Crumpet's Book of Secrets, which is coming to the DM's Guild to reach a different audience, and that should be out before Christmas, hopefully. I'll announce that as it gets closer.
Alright.
Anywho, I think that's it. Last time, on the Dorkvision stream, the intrepid party decided to walk back to Urzark after much deliberation. And they... Let's see. There were some dragons that almost caught them, but they gated away. They fought some creeping tar pits that ended up fighting their dwindling numbers as they flew across the pits on their new steed in the party, a Pegasus named Duskflicker. And I think there was like a sand trap, there was some other stuff. But you guys eventually made it back to the old quarry town. That is where we pick up right now.
Wait, are we actually going with Dust Flicker? I thought that was being workshopped.
No, I think that's fine.
I don't see any problem with it.
It's copyrightable, and it's different enough that we can't be sued.
I should log in. That's probably a thing I should do.
We could also just call him DF for short.
Nice.
We're at DF.
Down. Wait, DTF or just DF?
Should be
Yes.
DTF, but
Thank you.
Dusk the Flicker.
Sure. Yeah, that's exactly what that means.
We'll just say DF for now, and everybody knows what it really means.
I mean, it's better than bacon, so it's fair.
Okay, I just updated the token. Is it dragged in as Pegasus again? Okay, cool. So, you guys awaken at the Stone Enclave, which is the big building over here, where there is apparently a church to Kaifan within it as well. It looks like most of the governing goes on in the second story, but on the first story, there is a back room that is like lit by purple gemstones, and there's like fires going in it constantly. You guys had to walk past it to get to your chambers that Tethys was able to arrange for you. And you guys awaken with all these purple sheets, purple everywhere, purple everything, every day, forever purple.
Fine.
You guys wake up in your respective rooms, eventually greeting the day, but there's nobody here to really greet you. All of the Marn priests, there's not too many of them, but they're all going about their business.
Alright.
Rad. I want to buy healing potions because our next leg of the journey is going to be kind of awful. So let's spend some of the money that we have.
Yeah, I was about to say, we should probably get all our adventuring gear all sorted out, rope, potions, weapons, all that jazz, and then we can head off again.
Yeah,
I'll
let's
stay here for the
arm ourselves like to the teeth as much as possible.
Okay. So...
I want breakfast. The hell are all you talking about? Just give me food.
It's true. Actually, we're in a tavern, right? Or no, we're in a church.
No, you're in
I'm
a
gonna
church.
go-
No, we're
It's
in-
like the diametric opposite of a tavern. Close, though.
Okay, so
I might
we've
go to a
been
tavern
eating
for
Amon's
breakfast.
gruel. We've been eating Amon's gruel, so I mean I'm game for something else.
I'm game for going to a tavern so I can pick up some ale for later, for supplies, but we can also get some good foods. Who's with
I have
me?
a place
Yeah.
that we can go.
Sure, Matt. That sounds like a great idea.
I'm gonna lead them to the place where they're hiding Vintner's wine.
And I'm gonna be ordering some alcohol.
Okay,
Oh my god.
I'm gonna drag you guys down here.
I love this. I love this. This is great.
Jewels.
Hmm.
I can try to exchange jewels for a diamond if possible, because I got a lot of those.
Okay. So, the place where they dropped off the alcohol was in Spokes Alley.
Yes.
You can lead your allies out there, out through the marketplace. On your way out, Tethys does find you. It looks like he's deep in some sort of meditation, but he calls out to you, "Hey, thanks for returning safely. Safe travels in your future."
And then I'm just gonna, okay, nod and walk fast.
He's saying that to the group or just to Amon?
He just says that to all of you, as you
Haha.
walk past his chamber. It seems to be some sort of meditation room.
I'll
I
just
go in and I give him a hug and I wish him well, and then I pat him on the head and then I leave.
I give
Kyphon
him
guide
one of
you.
those. I give him one of those action movie arm graspy things.
Oh,
Like,
God, yeah.
take care of yourself, man.
He snaps out of his meditation and goes, yes, and also you.
Okay, that's it.
Goes back to his meditation, and he does an audible to try and get you guys to notice not to disturb him.
Hey, I'm already gone.
Yeah,
I did
it's
not
fair.
I
did
didn't
not
say hi or
engage.
anything.
So you guys walk out to Spokes Alley, catching up to Mao and Amon. You guys head out around yon place. You see that the cart is still there. The horses that were drawing it are taken off to one of the nearby stables, but everything is accounted for. The some of the people that you traveled with are guarding the cart in question. Of course, the smuggled alcohol is not there anymore. It was taken somewhere else. Presumably from your investigations into a nearby building.
Oh, time to get some food. So, is that location where they were dropping off the alcohol? Is that also a food place, or is that just a drink? Generally want food.
You can assume that it was a nearby building, but I'll have you make an investigation check to figure out exactly which one. Okay, you're not quite sure. You'll have to just take a guess.
I just pointed to the nearest one that looks like food.
Okay. You head into the Starlit Gazelle, which is the tavern for visitors to Berserk. You head in. The symbol of a gazelle beneath a purple star is brandishing the top of the space. It's lit by purple candles, emitting purple light, kind of like the church that you were just in. There is a Marn Tavern keep. And he looks at you guys. "Oh, early?"
Too early, or is there breakfast available?
"I can get you something, yeah." "Have I seen you guys in be here before? I think I've seen a few of you." And he kind of points at the lot of you.
I shrug. Maybe.
You guys did come in here at some point.
At some point, not for long though.
Yeah, not for long. But
Well,
the
we are
combination
noticeable.
of odd races
Yeah,
is
yeah.
memorable.
For the Monster Mash,
We are.
They did the
we leave an
mash.
impression.
He goes inside and rustles up some grub. It's just some simple eggs, unidentifiable eggs. They look a lot larger than the ones you're used to in Allure, covered in speckles. But he fries it up with some pig fat. It's bacon and eggs.
Nice.
I'm totally fine with that.
Okay.
Compared to
How
gruel,
much do you want
Sure.
for his services?
just 2 silver for making me get up. Each of you.
Sure.
Fair.
I put 3 silver pieces and I ask him. By the way, do you know where we can get some good ale to go? You know, bottles, kegs, that sort of jazz.
I mean, this is a tavern. I could get something for you. If you're looking to buy something, I could get you a large cask. Can't clear out my whole supply, but
Hey, does anybody have silver? I only have platinum pieces.
Oh yeah. What do you need, honey? Do you
I
need
just
two?
Yeah. Here, just take a platinum.
Wait, are we using electrum pieces?
Oh my
I
god.
No, we're
dumped
not.
all my silver and gold pieces in my copper to fill it with platinum because of weight.
It's a banana, Michael. How much could it cost? $10?
I just realized I put electrum pieces instead of silver pieces. That's the only reason why I was asking.
Yeah, those are probably silver. If you put them in there, because I have never given out an electrum piece in my goddamn life.
That's true.
$50. What are these for? God damn it. I had 8 silver pieces, which is why I was able to pay with 3.
Sure.
So
The only one who has change.
I only
Yeah.
have like 8 silver and change. Okay.
Oh my god, yeah. Guys, I'll buy you food. Mama Bird will buy you food.
I-
Jesus Christ.
Just keep the platinum.
Anyway, I wanna just know. I wanna get at least 2 bottles of wine and a small keg of ale. Should be able to fit that in my bag of holding just fine.
Are we stocking up for a walking trip, or are we getting there faster? I just want to clarify how much I should be eating and what I should be bringing.
We want to stock up no matter what, so decent amount of supplies.
Fine.
I say
So,
for now we get our supplies and then maybe meet back up at where's a good spot to meet up, guys? Town Square.
I guess so.
Okay.
I mean, you're the one that with friends in like that market area. All them soldiers.
Kind of, but remember, I'm not exactly a soldier right now.
What about that Maria girl?
It'd be better off not to bother her. Trying to get out of here as fast as we can.
Oh, fair.
So let's just meet by the market zone again, after we get all our stuff together and discuss how we want to do this.
Sure. While I'm
that's what I'm
eating
heading
food,
for it anyway, so.
yeah. When I'm done like eating food, I probably would go back up to like the bartender or the whoever is there. I forget their name already. And ask them if there's any news.
I don't know if I gave a name. I also don't know if I gave a name last time.
It's fine. I don't need to tell you mine. You don't need to tell me yours, and we're on good terms if anything happens to either of us.
Good. Well, shouldn't really be giving this out to you guys, but, you know, for a pretty penny, I suppose I could part with. I got 2 bottles of finest Aloran wine.
Oh, sweet.
We got this one here. I'll give it to you for about 20 gold pieces.
That better be some good wine. Can I just insight to see if he's swing billing me or not?
Hey, no, it's mine. I'm buying this. Get out of here.
You can
No,
incite him.
I was here buying wine.
You are buying wine. He also is gonna get to the other kegs. It does seem high for wine, but from it doesn't look like his intent is disingenuous.
It might be a supply demand sort of thing. It doesn't get out here too often.
Yeah.
Let me see what the total is after you add the keg in. If you want to just help my friend out here, I'll definitely be buying it though.
Sure.
I'm just
Keg of,
listening and watching whatever you're doing.
we got a keg of swill. This will probably run you about 10 gold pieces.
Okay. I'm gonna just give him the gold pieces and be like, and my friend would just like to, talk with you about what you know.
Sure.
Thanks, Dad.
Make sure the wine doesn't come from me. I won't tell you my name specifically so that can't be traced back to me, of course. Not
I
because the
won't say a
DM
thing.
doesn't
I'm
have
the only
any
one who's
name
probably
for
gonna be
him.
drinking it.
Anywho, what did you want to talk about, miss?
No, just updates and stuff. We've been out in the desert for like, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I think
How long have
3
we gone?
weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, you did come in here a few weeks ago. Do remember you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, words hit since the Boulder Mine attack that, well, it seems that they've declared war finally. The troops around here have been all abuzz. They've been trying to get everybody on double time for the wall, working longer hours. They're hoping to get something on the western side next.
Is there conflicts already happening, or is it just war has been declared?
It's just a declaration of war. I think they're mobilizing. But what do I know?
So then, wait, has New Dawn had anything happen? Have forces from Aloya or Canuck moved there yet?
Not that I know. From what they tell me, because they come in here every once in a while, this is the only bar they actually come to. They did say that they was on common patrol. they said before it was for hobgoblins, but they all knew it was to make sure that nobody gets out of line.
I just look back at everybody. I'm like, yeah. So don't stay around, is what you're saying, if we don't want to get caught up in something.
I'd say so. If there's a war going on, I'd assume that they're hot on hiring adventurers.
I whisper to the group chat. It's like, well, no worries about there. We're buying shit and getting the fuck out as soon as possible. So, good to know that we need to hustle.
You telepathically transfer this to the party.
Mm-hmm.
So do I notice that the wine that's being handed over to Zamosu is also Vintner's?
I mean, he said Aloran.
Yeah, he
I'm
did
guessing
say
it's better
Aloran,
from-
so it's presumably made by the Vintners.
Okay. Yeah, because it was just keeping it on the download, like hush hush. That's fine. I'm just gonna go and sit back down with everyone else. I'll be ready when you guys are.
Alright. Okay. So you guys enjoy your little breakfast there. And the town is yours. You guys wanted to meet up at the market zone when you guys are ready to go. Do you guys have a
I mean,
time?
Probably, I guess, we're early in the morning, so I guess maybe at noon.
Yeah.
So
So let's
direct-
hustle to the market.
I was gonna go there directly anyway, so
Yeah, I mean, I've said market
Yeah.
zone just so we had a market space to meet, but we're all pretty much going to go shopping. I'm going to
So-
be picking up supplies.
Yeah.
Work
As soon
some
as
store-
errands are done, we're getting out.
but at least by noon, right?
Yeah.
Latest. That is latest.
So, should we just name off kind of what we're looking for, then you'll let us know if we can find it, sort of thing, or how you?
Yeah,
wanna do
if that's how
this?
you want to do it. Name what you want to sell, and I will tell you that as you head into the market with the statue of the Arn founder, like towering over these like tented platforms filled with like small market stalls. Most of the people setting up, they're mostly selling food and like daily goods and such. This doesn't really look like the place where people would be transferring gemstones or magic items. But that's
And
just from your cursory
healing
look.
potions.
Healing potions, you're not sure. You'd probably have to ask around.
Okay.
So for
What
that,
about-
it would be probably a charisma-based investigation.
Okay.
So if you're proficient in
so-
investigation, add it. Otherwise, it's just a charisma check.
Okay, I'll just do a charisma check.
Okay. You start asking around, but most of the Marn just shrug and shoo you off. Getting my stalls set up. If you're not going to buy anything.
Would you say it was if you had proficiency with charisma?
If you had proficiency in investigation,
Oh, investigate.
but it's a charisma-based check.
Oh,
I don't do this very often, but for gather information, I usually do that sort of thing.
I have proficiency in investigation, which I think is equal to my thing. I'm going to be looking for adventure gear and healing potions too, so technically I can try. I did even worse. Great.
Well, keep in mind, it's using your charisma, which is 3 points higher than your intelligence. So technically you rolled an 11. But
Yeah, still pretty
I got
Math
a
did
I got
well.
15, so
the 13. You're having a bit more luck. Some of the Marn just kind of shrug confusedly, but they say, I haven't seen anything like that here. You might want to check with the people in Mouse Lane. They have all the magic stuff. Mao, you do hear that there is a magic arms merchant, but they only sell axes and war picks, typically mining supplies. There's also a there is a chandler here who sells magic candles. Other than that, you'd probably have to go to the Mouse Lane where all the gnomes are.
We could just go ask that clack guy.
true. He might know.
Yeah. Sure. Let's go.
Seems like if anybody here had anything anyway, they're probably going to use it for the soldiers if they've just declared war.
I do want to see if I can find a general goods shop because I want to pick up some spears for range stuff, and I want to pick up some more rope and stuff like that.
you might be
Well,
able to
it's
get stuff like
extra
simple gear here.
Okay. Should I roll for that or?
Nah. What are you looking for?
You can skip for a second. Just say that I ran off to them in a second. I'm just gonna make my little list here then.
Sure. And if you want it, is it? It's not that one. Do I have one? Thought I had a handout for all of the
We did.
gear. It's here.
Maybe you changed it once you
I think
added in.
I know where it is.
Oh, okay.
There you go. It's under shopkeepers, not
Yeah.
handouts. So that should have all the stuff in the player's handbook. Everyone here is roughly, like, if you're trying to get some standard gear, you can get it for the standard price. The rest of you head to Mouse Lane, where you meet up with the last place that you saw Clack, because he was the one that you're on friendliest terms with. Okay, you head in, and you can see all of the gnomes watching you come in. They're all very busy, despite it being very early in the morning. They're hard at work doing various experimentations and stuff. You see a few flashes of electricity off in the distance, and a sort of pounding device that seems to be making a rhythmic booming that you could hear from outside even before you came in. You head upstairs, and you do eventually find Clack. He is face first in a pile of papers.
Do you want me to go do it?
I bow and I gesture that you should proceed.
I go over and I whack Clack.
No, I was just working on it, I swear! Oh, do I know you?
Yeah, we went to like some weird place like beyond the stars.
You'll have to be more specific. I went with a few people.
Oh, honey.
Fuck me.
We all went. We spent months together.
Oh, I remember you. You're the crow lady.
Yes.
Oh, wait a second. Metagame question. Did that whole thing happen within the same time, or I just realized if we were out flying about for the long period of time, did that affect in-game time?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
I did advance the in-game clock, which now exists.
Yay.
Thank you, World Anvil. I started using it. Okay. Clack now remembers you. Yes. I remember you
You've
guys.
been gone for like 3 weeks. It hasn't been that long. We need shit. Do you have stuff?
You need shit? I do have stuff.
No. I don't mean actual shit. I mean like magic stuff.
You need magic shit?
God damn it. Alright, I'm walking away. And I push Boom.
No,
Crash up
what do you
close,
need?
like,
What do you need?
Nope. Can't.
We like you tap me in and I step forward. It's like, hey buddy, so we are looking for a bunch of healing potions and other magic items because we're going on another adventure.
Another adventure? Are you going to space? Do you need me?
We are not going to space. We are keeping it very land-based, but as soon as we go back to space, you're our man.
He
We'll
drops
come
the
to you
stuff that
first
he was
thing.
starting to pack up.
Oh, honey.
He puts his goggles back up on his head. Fine, another time. Besides, I don't think I can escape here right now. Benjamin's been up my tail. He's been having me try and make some more of my weapons. Most of them are just prototypes right now, but... Something
I
about the
mean,
war effort, and it's
do
where
you
our
have
funding comes
anything
from.
Do you have anything interesting that you're working on that you'd be willing to part with?
Let me see here. Got a few wands, but they're not quite ready yet. I don't think that they'd be useful in your hands. We do have this here little wand of fireballs. It's
Boom
not,
crash sparkles.
it's not working quite right, but you can blast off about one every day. Normally it should be 3, but the power circuit is not just working quite right.
Well, one a day is better than none a day. So,
Yeah, it's
um,
also not so much a wand, and he puts this hefty gauntlet on the table. Uh, and
Oh.
he demonstrates that uh, you just go like this, and he puts his two middle fingers down towards the palm, and it shoots a flamethrower out of the wrist, Spider-Man style.
I love it.
He doesn't actually demonstrate it, for the
Yeah,
record.
no, it's I got
Does it
I got the picture.
does it require attunement? It's probably worth asking.
Yes.
Oh no, no! It shouldn't.
Okay. How much then?
How much? Why, it's priceless. It's a gift of fire. But I could
Yeah.
probably part with it for 4,000 gold pieces. That'll get Benjamin off my ass.
Okay. Do you take platinum?
His eyes sparkle. Yes.
Okay, so we'll add that to the list. Anything else for anybody? I look at Amon and Zumasu.
I kind of got a lot of items that are fine. Your shoes at work, okay, again, except for that 5% of the time. Is there any way to fix that?
Those aren't any work of mine. That was Bossemus. I can take a look at them.
Sure. I shove out my leg.
You heft your your booties on the table, and he's gonna try and make a Tinker's Tools check. I actually have this because he's a character in the other campaign.
Oh.
Okay. So he's looking around at the devices, and he just kind of holds up his finger. I think I have something. He goes around in the back, and he starts like throwing stuff all over his shoulders, and it's landing about the room. Eventually, he pulls out like a little sprocket of some sort. And he rushes, scrambling over to your boots. And he starts doing some soldering. It kind of stings, really. You instinctively pull your foot out of the boot as he starts soldering these pieces together. There's a few sparks of electricity and whatnot. And then after a while, the boot just kind of goes, and it rights itself on the table. That should do it. Now give me the other one.
Okay, take it off my shoe.
And he goes to work on that one as well. He has solved the problem with your spider climb boots. So now they should work 100% of the time.
I stand up. Okay, this is great. Thanks. How much I owe you for the fix?
Oh, right. Exchange goods for money. Shit. 500 gold doubloons.
Yeah, that sounds fair. I give him 50 platinum pieces.
Yes. Wait, these aren't gold.
I don't have a lot of change, but it's the same value, man.
He stares blankly for a second. Yes. Math and such. Of course. He stuffs it into his pocket. Now, be gone. I have so much work to do. As a gnome walks by.
What about healing potions? Would you know where to get those?
Well, he watches a gnome slam a door like a ways away, and he pulls open a drawer, and you hear like a clink, and he pulls out various gemstones. These should have a similar effect, and he piles a bunch of gemstones that are sparkling with magic infused within them. Yeah, these healing gems should do the trick. I can part with them for... right, you guys need the monies. 50 gold pieces apiece. They work as greater healing potions.
How many of these are there?
He puts about 10 on the table.
Okay, before he goes on any further, how do you use them?
Oh, you just apply them to the injury.
Okay.
It should recognize an injury when it comes to it.
Do we
because-
just in-game treat this like a cure greater...
It's a greater healing potion. It's just a gem, so it doesn't require a drink. In fact, I would say that with a gem of healing, you could probably do so as a bonus action instead of an action.
We're getting all of these.
No, I already added them to my inventory.
Already added.
You just put like your arm on the table and you just kind of.
Yeah, no, they're going right into the bag of holding. They're not even to the bag of holding. They're going right to my pocket.
Lady, can you
So-
pay for the... Oh, you can.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We can pay for it. It's fine.
Jeez,
Okay,
why aren't you
so
guys
these
funding
are
our
50
experiments?
apiece, so total of math.
500, isn't it?
10 times 50 is 500, yes.
Okay, so 500. So I'll give you 50 platinum pieces.
Yes. Excellent. Well, if there's anything else that I can do with you... Clack, what the devil are you doing? Talking to these... people. Get them out of here. We're working on top secret things. I'm sorry. I was just telling them to leave. He kind of raises his eyebrows at
yes,
you.
he was. Oh, you are such a stern, harsh person. I thought you were our friend, throwing us out into the cold. And then I
Get the fuck
slammed
out of
door
here!
on
He
my way
pulls out a rod that starts like glowing with red fire, and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you!"
I just walk away deadpan, watching this whole thing. Like, it's great acting. Bye.
I just kind of shrug and shuffle out.
Okay, bye. I mean, fuck you. You guys walk out.
Well, that's
Okay.
half
So
the things we needed.
I got my list of useful things to get. So I'm just gonna go through the list and tell me if anything's complicated. A mirror, a hand mirror, a silk rope, bedrolls, blankets, a shovel, and a 10-foot chain along with a javelin. Those should be all attainable.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah, you could find those. They're pretty disparate items, but you could probably find those here. The only one you might have trouble finding is a mirror. So that one I'm gonna say
Why do you need one?
make an investigation check. I guess he just wants one himself.
Just wants one for backup. The only other thing I was gonna suggest we get is also a healer's kit and a merchant scale.
You know, you still have your mirror.
I have to double check my inventory.
You
on that
have
one.
the magic mirror, which I probably assume would function as a normal mirror. It doesn't.
I mean,
I thought you had that.
no, I
never-
gave it back to you. It cracked in my hand.
Oh. I guess that would function as a normal mirror, DM.
It does now.
Okay. So I guess I don't need to look for that.
Yeah, you haven't tried to use it again.
No, you
Anyway.
haven't.
Your guys' opinion on getting a merchant scale and a healing kit.
why would we need a merchant scale?
That's
And
to prove if you ever need to negotiate gems, you can prove the worth of them more easily. Basically, it's just to try and compare how much a gem would be worth.
Look, it comes down to like quantity, quality. We pick up a lot of them, supply demand. It's not going to matter how much we sell it for. We'll make
Besides,
a shit
most
ton of money.
merchants that are dealing with gems would probably have one handy anyway.
That's fair. And then the healer's kit, yay, nay. I mean, we do have 2 clerics, but what if you guys are separated? Or
Make
we
an
need to do
investigation
something
check
different?
for that as well.
I don't think we need it because we have healers and healing gems now.
Okay.
You know what we do need? Diamonds, and I got gems to trade. So what
Mhm.
do they know about anything?
Nobody here is really selling diamonds,
Hmm.
best of your
Know
knowledge.
anything about it? That's what I'm asking. I figured they wouldn't sell because they only sell technology.
So, the people in Mouse Lane, they tend to hold on to their gemstones, if they even have any on hand.
All right, that's fine then. In that case, I say we vamoose because I can't get anything, on the trade for here.
Okay.
I'm gonna just deduct the stuff that I
sure.
was able to find from my gold and put it in my inventory.
As you're heading around the marketplace, you hear a voice from over your shoulder. Hey, Zumosu! I thought that was you.
I cringe.
You turn around and find Shard of Jade behind you. Hey, put her there, friend. How was
That's
it
the
out in the
tech guy, right?
Scablands?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, how's it going? I thought we had agreed you'd call me Spence.
Yeah, of course. I definitely did. I don't know if he knows your real name, actually. I tend
He
to
might have-
forget when you're in disguise and out of disguise.
Maybe Maria dropped hints,
Oh, that's even better.
and that's why.
Shard of Jade goes on the down low, and with Mao Ali giving the DM a terrible, awful idea,
You're welcome.
God damn it.
Shard of Jade goes, yes, Spenth. So, Spenth, wink, what brings you back to Urzark? Thought you were heading off to New Dawn or something.
We actually are heading off now. We had just come back for a more literal adventure to, get some treasure. So it's nice seeing you, but we got to get going.
Oh, sure. Find anything good out there?
The Scablands are all interesting, but I actually have a question since you guys, if war has just been declared, how safe is New Dawning this place in Connacht going to be? Like, has anybody made a move yet? Do you hear anything?
Well, I'm not one of the higher-ups, so I don't know too much, but from what I gather, the Elorans are shoring up their forts. They're planning on waiting till someone makes an offense, but they have decided that they will attack Newdonians on sight.
So I thought they were going to be, defending New Dawn, not attacking New Dawn.
Well, they're also attacking the Connachtans.
So how safe is it going to be traveling from here to New Dawn, or Allura to New Dawn, or how's that going to affect the roads?
Well, the roads are probably on a constant patrol. I know that the Allorans are. If you want to get into New Dawn, you probably don't look suspicious.
That's reassuring. Thanks for the tip, though. I guess traveling's
Yeah.
going to be a little bit harder now.
I guess I should say, when diplomatic relations fell apart, New Dawn kept saying that they didn't want any help, so of course they are aggressing to us. So in retaliation, we kind of said that they're at war with us too, etc. Told us not to get involved, but I mean, it's the Scablands. We live here too.
Great. I kind of say gritted through my teeth. Well, take care of yourself. We'll take care of ourselves.
Sure.
Take a good watch of Maria for me.
Of course. Have you seen her yet? She was up early, I think.
As I said, only here for a minute. We're going to be headed out anyway. Nice to meet you. I'm going to kind of usher everybody to go away and kind of wave them off.
All right. Have a good one, Spenth.
As you come up behind him, just like, I can kill him, He doesn't need to exist.
He gave us some good info right now, but maybe later. I don't know. I kind of reiterate the conversation we just had. I'm just like, guys, I don't know if we can safely make our way to New Dawn without being stopped by a patrol of Allura or them.
I mean, we have the backup plan still. Just pointing that out.
Yeah.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Backup plan.
We still have the backup plan. And I do my, little jazz fingers and I point downwards.
I kind of sigh and, rub my head.
Look, I've been asking and begging for this as much as I can. I really would love to not travel the desert longer, but I understand if you don't want to deal with your ex, and that's fine. It's just...
We're running into time issues, too, because if it takes all that time and the Lauren forces make it to New Dawn before we do...
Oh, now you're concerned about time?
I didn't think Allura would straight up go to war with New Dawn like that.
Do you remember all those aliases I built so we can find information about A Taurus and everything happening in the city?
I mean, you could just say that the displacement of the whole, revolution thingy was causing it. Whatever. Anyway,
I was an intern. I've been fired.
Sorry about your loss.
I
Do you think did it even make sense to cross the desert at this point?
Well, okay. So crossing the desert is going to take additional time, which, frankly, I mistakenly did not consider, unfortunately.
And there's a chance we get caught by patrols.
The other is that we do teleport in to the bottom, and then we make my way up. But we're probably going to have to go through a lot of people. Hostile.
Really. We don't know if the Vintners are going to be hostile towards us.
I mean, we do know the ones working there, or at least the main guy.
We have to assume that the at least they wouldn't be pleased to see us.
What if we offer them, something as a sort of hush money thing? I kind of looked
Yeah,
at
we can.
Let's assume that
Could the
they-
vintners be cool with, traded safe passage for like, some gold or platinum or shit?
Okay,
You could
so
try and make an insight
here's
check.
okay. So
Wanted to know
here's
that.
another option is like if we can't negotiate and shit goes really south in the Underdark, we get the fuck out and we run, find a little hole, and I cast teleport again, and we go back to Allure. And it's not ideal, but we're only a little bit further away from making it to New Dawn then. So it's not like we're stuck down there.
Do we have any way of making us invisible if that's what you're worried about? I mean, I could cast darkness the moment we teleport in. So
We need them to teleport us to New Dawn, though. That's the thing.
We need to get the safe passage to get through it. Because they
Yeah.
probably already can make it to New Dawn from their spot, but I'd guess so from this amount of time that's passed. But we just gotta make sure they're cool with letting us pass.
what's the piss wizard gonna do? He's gonna see us and be like, "Hey, I remember you. You're all assholes. Go away," and then let us walk out. I don't know.
I say we just
They're
show
not
up,
gonna do that.
bear a few gifts, and hopefully they'll be okay with us trading for passage.
We don't start with gifts. We start with hello, and we would like to go to New Dawn.
Yeah.
What do you want in exchange? And
Yeah.
that's how we start negotiations.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say we have we just kind of plan ahead to have stuff set aside just in case.
Okay. I mean, I got this sweet new gauntlet.
I mean, we have a crap ton of platinum pieces to.
And we have a lot of money. Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay, let's go. Let's
Wait,
just
how many
do
platinum
this.
pieces do you have, Boom Crash? I just want to
Um,
make sure if this lot of money I have is actually what I have.
I have about 14,500 platinum pieces.
Yeah, no, it's right. Now I'm checking my bag of holdings weight. My bag of holding is almost at max weight with the new items I added. God damn it.
Yeah, no, we are riding heavy.
You could also carry them, like just on your back. If
The amount of
something's too
platinum
heavy.
pieces would make it immediately over your abundant of your own weight.
Oh, I mean, like the extra stuff you added.
Yeah, no, I have things divided up between my person and my purse. So yeah,
Because I wear heavy armor, my weight's already having an issue. Okay, but I'm just gonna buy my stuff, and I guess we're gonna get set up a teleportation circle. Should we probably get out of the city outskirts then, so nobody sees us?
That would be ideal.
All right. Call my Pegasus over.
Also,
Onward.
keep in mind that the teleportation circle has a material cost that is consumed. I believe it's 50 gold pieces worth of rubies.
I got 25 gold. Or I've got. Wait, I have 50 gold pieces worth of rubies.
you do it. That's brilliant.
I do. I have 2 rubies worth 25 gold pieces each.
I have 2 rubies too, so we got backup rubies for teleporting. Cool.
Fabulous. Okay. So rubies, and Boom Crash holds out a talon.
Drop them in your hand.
Thank you. Okay.
Wow, oddly enough, my 500 gold points of rubies is actually worthless. Ironically. Because if it spends it all.
Oh, yeah.
Also, because I was holding onto the gems for sake of exchange, but I have no one to exchange it with. So I am loaded with gems that I can't use.
Not yet.
I'll give you a tiger's eye gem. It's worth 25 gold pieces. Here's another gem. I don't want it.
Okay.
It takes some time as you actually do need to powder the rubies, but you do have some stuff in your spell components pouch to do so.
We have shovels and shit. We can make it work.
Either way, you have 2 rubies. You can rub the rubies together. So they should have the same hardness. So you take some time to powder the ruby dust, spread it through some oils, and then spin it around on a rock to create the teleportation circle, remembering and referencing your book to find the sigils that you've memorized for the smuggler's outpost. And once it's ready, you look to the party. making sure that they have all of their belongings in place. Are you guys ready to go?
I get off my horse, I guess, and have him tuck his wings. By the way, the horse is not a white horse, he is a dark horse because I want him to be edgy.
Jesus
Aha.
Christ, dude.
Thank
Okay.
you, Dark Horse. Are you taking this horse with you?
I mean, it's a pain in the ass to summon him every time, so I'm assuming I'm taking him with me.
Okay, sure. So, you guys, Boom Crash activates the teleportation circle. It glows with a radiant glow, and the portal opens. For a mere 6 seconds, everybody is able to jump through the teleportation circle in succession, including Dusk Flicker, who can just barely squeeze their way through it. And you guys feel a rush of wind pass over your faces. You can see yourselves temporarily blasted through the astral plane just to facilitate this travel. And then suddenly, with a jerking motion, everything is dark, but you see a flickering orange light. Your hearing returns a few moments later as several humanoid figures grab their arms and surround you guys. It fades into your hearing returns, and you finally hear them going, "Who are you? Who sent you?
Mop.
Why are you here?"
Mop.
Hey guys, where's Artie?
You shout this, and then the vintners are all looking at each other. I don't know who. How did these? You guys need to explain yourselves right now. And then you just hear, "It's all right. It's all right. They're with me." And Artemis appears from behind a sort of fancy-looking divider. He has a covered bed nearby, as well as
Oh my god.
some sets of furniture and tables that he can use to set up his magical things and whatnot.
Set a bed with a canopy.
Need his own cubicle.
He
Yes.
did. There's a whole bunch of cots nearby that these humanoid figures had jumped out from. All these cronies are bearing the sigils of the vintners and wearing like purple sashes on their armor. They lower their weapons, but they do have crossbows in their hands and at the ready, and they step back.
I'm gonna get ready to catch one of those crossbows in case someone is dumb.
These people
Hey,
should
hi,
be with me.
Ben.
What are you doing here?
We have a little favor to ask of you, and we're happy to pay for it. But you're our guy, so we figured I'd ask. And
Listen
visit
here,
and say
Artie.
hello.
One of the vintners people speaks up to the wizard. He says, "Listen, these people just popped in out of nowhere. We weren't notified at all. We're always notified about shipments. It doesn't even look like they're smuggling anything. How did these people have the sigil sequence? You can't just let these people come in for your own personal..." And then Artemis just kind of raises a hand and goes, "Listen, if it weren't for these people, this thing wouldn't even be a thing. The vintners wouldn't even have this passage into New Dawn. And also, I technically owe them my life. So, really, it's the least we can do. We can at least hear them out. Now, please, go to your posts or something." They dejectedly, head off and start just kind of eyeing the outside area. It looks like they've built these iron fence posts around the open pillars that were once in this area.
Yeah,
You can
it
see
looks good. Nice and secure.
You can see out in the distance that they also have some stone walls that look like of a Lauren structure, which means that they were probably created through magic. You do remember that Artemis is a conjuration expert, so it's probably his doing.
Y'all don't have any problems with monsters anymore, right? I kind of hesitantly ask him.
Well, why don't you just tell me what your business is first? I'm curious myself as to why you're here.
We just need a shortcut to New Dawn.
Pretty much.
Well, that's pretty much the reason that this is here. But I need to get these people off my back. Do you have anything that you could give me, like cash that I could give to them?
How
How
much you
much?
need?
Jeez,
How about 1 platinum each, and then we're good.
there's a lot of them here.
Uh-huh.
How many of them would want 1 platinum each?
I think all of them would want a platinum each. It's like
How-
100 smackaroonies.
I kind of like, I mean, Alora's, getting dodgy and everything, which is why we kind of wanted to make our way to New Dawn to see what's up over here. So
Yeah, but,
we can afford that.
Artie, like how much? Like how many?
I'm walking over to Artemis with my bag.
We're
and-
talking numbers here.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna start taking 1, and I'm gonna start counting and moving 1 from the bag to his hand, and I keep looking at him, like waiting for him to say stop.
We have
Gonna-
16 people on file.
Okay, I give 16. Yeah, okay, fine. 17 for you. There you go.
He closes his fist and pockets the bribe money. Thank you, at least I can get them off my back. But
Self something nice.
we used to have about 25 people here, but the attacks do happen. The Kruthix have stopped, thankfully. We seem to have
Goddamn
gotten
bugs.
we seem to have gotten the last of them. That's the reason for these bars, he points to them. I mean, they're cheaper to set up, and really it's more difficult for them to burrow through iron. I know they can get under them, but it at least forces them to try. But either way, we've been having some different problems recently. Some of the men keep disappearing, and some are going temporarily insane. I've had to be on call to try and cure them.
Ugh.
Oh,
Um,
now I'm interested. So, what kind of insanity?
Just general confusion. It's like they're drunk sometimes. It's hard to tell if they're just recovering from a binge, or if something happened. The ones that are confused tend to come from the walls. It's usually paired with another disappearance.
Have
And
you detected any specific kind of magic?
No.
I want to ask something else.
Mhm.
So, it's pair that are affected. One is affected, and the other disappears. And,
Sometimes. Oftentimes, it's just at random. It's hard to explain, but a lot of us around here are getting these weird dreams. It's
Such as
nondescript, just nightmarish, really. Like, tentacles grasping at us and eyes looking at us even though is nothing there. It's general nightmare shit.
Any winged things?
seems like claustrophobia.
Kind of. I mean, we have been down here for a while, so I didn't discount that, especially since I couldn't detect any magic, but something weird is down here going on.
I mean, there are a couple of funky apparitions who do some psychic damage, but they were in a different section of the Underdark. I'm kind of surprised that they would be here.
Well, it's a big place. Lots of unique things to go around.
Oh yeah, actually, since are you good at breaking enchantments?
Well, not particularly. I can dispel things, but it's not my forte.
Okay. If you don't mind, would you be willing to do a dispel work on this? I'm gonna whip out the head, and so like on this thing.
On the skull that you tried dispelling before.
Yeah.
I can give it a look. Just hang out as much as you want. It'll take me some time to do a thorough examination. But, when you're ready to go on to New Dawn, you'll probably need an escort. It's best probably to go tomorrow, since there are so many of you. He pulls out his, he pulls up his sleeve, and you can see that he's got, like, this, like, magical sort of watch on his hand. Damn, I got, like, 6 emails. Fuck. Anyway, he puts away his smartwatch and says, it's probably best to go tomorrow. A lot of people will be distracted tomorrow, and they probably won't notice a bunch of people coming out. And obviously that thing, and he points at Dusk Flicker, can't go out.
That can be poofed out.
Good.
It looks at you with an angry face.
What? You can poof him, or I can poof him.
It hisses. It does that whinny at you.
I will.
It's a snake horse.
They course.
I'll poof it if I have to. I'm not risking our discovery based on your bribe.
Yeah. Come on, darling. Like, let's be semi-reasonable.
I gotta take my skull back. And he's like, all right. Looks like you have that was more of a curiosity. You have a bigger fish to fry from the looks of things. So
Well, no, I can still identify it. I have some time.
okay, if you don't mind, I'll appreciate it.
Yeah, I just need some time to do so, and I'll need some time to orchestrate your arrival. You're gonna pop up somewhere in the middle of the city behind a storefront, so just to prepare you. But it's quite a busy place, and if they see a bunch of interesting people coming out, they're gonna ask questions.
That's fair.
Anywho, feel free to mill about the place. The door's unlocked for now until any monsters show up. And Rizzo's here if you wanted to talk to her. But, yeah, that's about it. I'll take a look at this thing. Let me know if you have any more magical questions. I'm usually fresh out of spells because I'm either doing construction work or recasting this circle.
How tall is this area again?
It's not particularly tall where you are. It's probably about 15, 20 feet, but the rest of the cavern opens up and it's like...
It's like a platform that this is on.
Yeah, this is a raised platform. Overlooking, it goes about, we'll say, about 15 feet down. So well, even more down, I think. So it goes about 25 feet down, which puts the big chamber that it opens up into about 40 feet high.
Question: this door.
Yep.
Is it like? Describe it to me. Is it locked? Is it? Like
It's unlocked.
Okay. Is it like a sliding up door, or is it like it open to the side?
It opens outward,
Okay.
away
It just
from
looks
you.
like a prison cell, so it concerns me a little.
Well, yeah, but they had to, take precautions.
Prisons are
Makes
good for
sense.
keeping things out and in.
That's why it opens that way. So that things can't push against it and just pop open. I guess I'll dismiss the pony. I'll kind of give him a pat on the head and be like, sorry, it's a little cramped in here, and you're going to be a little too suspicious.
That is
Anything
all right. I will return when you call for me, my blessed friend.
Oh God, I hate this horse.
You can't. I only heard him.
But I can tell it's talking, and I don't like creatures that talk.
Yeah, it just moves its lips like Airbud. No, it doesn't.
Ugh. Ugh.
No, it moves its lips like Mr. Ed.
No, it moves its lips like the new CGI Lion King, which is even worse.
Gross. Okay. What do you guys want to do? You have some time before Artemis finishes his investigation, which will probably take about an hour.
Should we really go mingle with these guys, or what you think? Let's go find Rizzo. That sounds safe-ish.
Rizzo isn't here.
He just
Rizzo
said that
said-
she was.
Oh, she was. Oh, sorry. I was definitely didn't hear that. Okay. I
That's
was
the
looking for
potion
gifts.
person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
let's go,
naturalist.
let's go hit them up. Surprise them, I guess.
Okay. You guys exit down the sort of ramp there, which has been carved out into this makeshift natural stairwell. You can see that up on the walls there are some ladders that lead up to the walls, and there are various thugs and cronies up there that are on these mounted small ballistas, all on constant watch outside. You ask around, and a few people are just kind of dismissive of you, but one finally just points to the shed to the north to show you where Rizzo is. As you approach, Rizzo actually opens the door and comes out, and she's startled by you guys. Oh, hello. I didn't realize that,
Hey.
Wait! You guys are from the trip! I know you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm,
won't forget the guys that help protect your booty, right?
Of course, of course, of course. What brings you guys down here?
Short.
Right,
Running some
right.
errands. How you doing?
Good,
Have you
good.
Weather
been?
kind of sucks right now. We need to take a vacay.
You know, I was kind of thrilled with being back out of the Underdark, but you know, as soon as I left, I was just rearing to go back. And you know, there's fauna down here and flora that you just won't get on the surface. And besides, the vintners wanted me to come back down here anyway. I told them that I could make their poisons a bit more potent. I've been working on that in my little shed. Don't go in, there's been a spore explosion. I'm waiting for it to air out.
Poisons? Anything you willing to sell?
I've been working on one thing. I have this Other fumes. They are normally not quite as potent after the initial onset, but I've made it just as virulent deep into the poison. So it's actually a lot more effective. It's a poison gas, usually, that deals 3d6 poison damage, and then they need to repeat the save every turn. On each successive failed save, they take another, normally 1d6. Now it's 3d6 damage every turn. After 3 successful saves, they've resisted the poison and it ends.
So you're telling me all this because you're gonna let me buy it, right?
Of course.
Okay, just making sure. I wasn't sure if you're like trying to flirt with me because you just said poison. And I was like, yes.
What was the DC?
The DC is normally 13.
Constitution, though?
Yeah. It's usually Constitution for poison.
How do you spell oter?
So it's burnt and then Other fumes, which is like other, but with an instead of an E, it has a U. Other.
Gotcha.
And it's single target.
Yeah, it's a gas, so it can fill a 5-foot space for a time. But it's usually disperses if it's like thrown in a vial, which is what she presents to you. She has a few grenades, and since these are better than normal burnt Other fumes, she offers them for 1,000 gold pieces each.
Yeah. So, I need to do math in platinum pieces.
100 platinum pieces each.
100, yeah. Yeah, I can swing that. Wait, each? Yeah, I can definitely swing that.
Yeah. How much did I say she had? Like,
2?
she's got. I'll just do. Okay, she has 5 of them.
Yes.
But she's only willing to part with 3.
Damn it.
I need the rest for study.
I'll take
It's somewhat inconsistent, so I need to make sure that it's more consistent for when I bring it back to the bosses.
How large are the vials? Are they like the really small ones?
They're like half a fist size.
It's not bad.
They're decent single target nukes as long as it doesn't have good con.
Yeah. So put like I guess distilled Other as the poison.
Yeah.
And I guess just to remind you, just put 3d6/3d6 gas, and then DC 13. Yeah, that's probably all you'd need to get a basic idea in a pinch.
I'm gonna go try and, since we have time, we're waiting for this identify. I'm gonna start fashioning some of these into arrows.
That's interesting.
gas into arrows? What?
Not in the arrows. I'm just gonna start like.
As
see if I
grenades.
can
are you just
tie
gonna
them. Yeah. See if I can tie them around the edges and stuff like that, and try and like secure it to the end of an arrow.
Sure. It's probably going to need some sort of check. I'm just wondering which one. I guess.
It's okay. I also need a
I'll
and
look it up.
arrows.
Yeah. Well, I'd also just say, what tools are you proficient in? Because it would probably require a toolkit to get something that is better than just a flimsy thing that could probably fall off from just being tied to it.
I guess thieves and poisoners, so probably not. I probably need tinker's tools.
Okay. So you could probably take it to somebody if you have that idea for them.
Okay, I'll hold on to it then. I'm not gonna fudge with it. I don't want to break them. They're like little precious babies right now, making sure they don't break.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
break with each other when they're stored. Amon, what's up?
Oh no, I just said breathe it in.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not mingling. I'm actually just keeping an eye on the skull, with Artemis because I don't want him to cast anything besides identifying and potentially dispelling the effect.
yeah. Make an Arcana check
Oh God,
just to identify what he's doing.
it's a spell, all right.
It's a spell, all right. You're not sure what it is, but you're making it look like you're kind of overlooking him intently. If anything, just to intimidate him and make it look like you're watching his every move. He kind of like eyes you over the shoulder nervously every once in a while, but eventually, after a while, he does turn to you and says, "Well, I've broken what enchantments are left on this thing. There weren't too many. They were largely just some convoluted chain, but it wasn't really doing anything. But it's gone, if that helps.
Oh yeah, much appreciated.
Of course, anytime."
Well, in that case, since my the task is done, I'm gonna give him like a platinum piece and it's like, thank you for your troubles, and I'll be on my way. I'm sure you got much busier things to do.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Feel free. I'll let you know when it's time to go.
Understood.
Probably a good, Damn, I thought that I told you I don't need to... He's looking at his watch again. After pressing it a few times, he just says, "Eh, it'll probably be about 8 hours."
Ah, good then. Then I'm just
Oh,
gonna
I can study.
Jesus Christ.
That's true.
I'm gonna crawl into the hole. I'm gonna crawl into the side of this hole and just try to take a nap.
I steal someone's bed.
Okay.
I want
Flop
to
on
talk
it.
to Wizzo for just a second.
Sure.
That's fine. I got my toys and I'm just like, peace.
Rizzo's mingling with you guys. She normally isn't very talkative, but since she's by herself and waiting for the shed to air out, she seems fairly attentive.
So I'm just gonna be kind of like crying a little bit. This would probably be Mel's better forte. Anyway, so I'm just gonna be like, so how are you feeling about the whole Allure New Dawn war now thing? Like, the Vintners got a place set up in New Dawn for them to migrate, or are they just gonna try and hold both forts?
Oh, that finally happened? Yeah, I don't really keep up to date with the news or anything, but yeah, the whole point of this was to smuggle things into New Dawn, what I understand, and from what I've seen.
Anybody else kind of neat pass by here, or you mostly just caravans of goods?
A few people that I've known, but nobody really important.
I guess we're all pretty good at keeping secrets then.
Yep, that's the Vintners.
By the way, do you have anything other than poisons you've been working on? I know you made some potions and stuff last time.
Oh yeah, I always keep potions on file, especially for the Vintners here. They get themselves into trouble, if not with beasties, with each other.
Have they had you do anything about those dreams that the soldiers have been having?
Some of them ask for, like, sleeping droughts, so I've been trying to get some of those set up as well, but they don't seem to work.
Wait, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Normally it knocks people out and nobody remembers anything.
Have you had any of those dreams?
I mean, yeah. I
Oh.
was the first person to try out the sleeping drought, but, you know,
Can you remember anything about it?
it's just odd. Felt slimy all over. Of course, I woke up in a sweat, but it was kind of like being inside that Darganon thing again. That kind of gross feeling.
Yeah. Do you remember the once when we were making our way here,
Yeah.
and then we had to do that little sidetrack for Thrain or whatever?
The brain thing? Yeah, but
Yeah.
you guys...
Does it kind of remind you of that sort of thing? Just because, both of those things were some sort of psychic something.
Well, you guys kind of went to that place. We were just kind of chilling out on the shore.
Yeah. I'm just, warning you, maybe something creepy is moving about.
I assumed you guys killed that thing.
We thought we did. I hope we did.
Well, I hope so too. Thankfully, I don't think it can walk.
Yeah, I just pictured that. Anyway, I guess since we got some time before we get any sort of escort, I'm going to go rest. It was nice talking to you, Rizzo.
Sure, anytime. She opens the door to her thing, and some, yellow spores fly out of the top of the door. I think it's good now. She pulls out a gas mask and puts it on. I'll see you guys later.
You sure you don't want me to help you with anything?
No. It's probably best if you stay outside. That's probably going to be a bit healthier.
Sure, okay. And I'm going to go back meet up with the group.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, you go back to the rest of them. They inform you that you got about 8 hours until Artemis is ready to take you guys up after making some preparations. So you guys got some chill time. Mao has grabbed a cot. Boomcrash is kind of sleeping next to them. And
Can I do homework?
you can do homework, certainly.
I'm doing homework.
You're probably sitting next to Mao, just leaning up against the cot, and doing some reading by the ample torchlight. There's some torches that are on these pillars here, facing you guys.
I'm probably trying to read over your shoulder every now and then.
Mao,
But you don't understand magic.
Nope.
yeah, Mao, as you look over her shoulder, the book is completely blank for you.
What the fuck are you? What are you studying?
Boomcrash kind of pulls herself away from the book, and you can see her eyes were glazed over for a second. And she's like, "What?" And then you can see these words returning to the pages.
The fuck? Whoa. Do you even study? You just absorb the magic?
I'm trying, but you're interrupting.
Oh, sorry. Whatever. Just go back to watching.
Yeah, I don't know how exactly it works, but I don't know. It's really cool, and it makes my brain feel lemony.
Lemony? You mean you're being prepared as a meal for something?
No, it tastes like lemons. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
That's cool.
I'm gonna saunter over to Ramon and just be like, hey buddy, did you get any luck with that head?
Yep,
Make any headway?
Eh.
indeed.
Oh. So I guess we actually can ask that thing questions, possibly.
Well, not now.
Fair enough. You think Artemis is trustworthy and all that jazz? We could be fine.
No, but there's no other options.
That's fair. All right, I'm gonna go over to sit next to Boomcrash, and I'm gonna pull out my own notes to see if I can find anything. Which is actually kind of DM's discretion. Remember how back when we ran from Allura, I grabbed a bunch of Artie's files, and I didn't really have time to look over them very well?
Mm.
Can I just make another investigation check to see if I find anything else during this time frame?
When did you get these files?
It was when we were going through the, basically police headquarters.
This. I was only able to grab a few of the files from the historical portion, because I was only able to grab one, and I didn't have enough time to really do I only got a quick investigation.
Oh, and you got files on Artie?
That was the thing. It was more so the history, because I couldn't grab the Artie files in time.
Yeah,
So
you can try and do a insight check to remember them.
I guess these ones were, I guess, because what you gave me was more so the history of the guard and stuff, the getting rid of the tribe and things, more than on Artie himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you recall that pretty well. There wasn't a huge file on Artemis, but from what you can tell, he was expelled from the Arcane College for general recklessness and summoning things that he wasn't supposed to be. He was conjuring Fae in the dorm rooms, essentially.
That's awesome. And
kinda-
awful.
Yeah, I have like a mild
Yeah.
mild appreciation for Piss Wizard, but I don't know.
It seems like he couldn't control them properly, and they ran amok. And this happened on multiple occasions. The last straw was the fire elemental.
Neat.
Like this
Okay.
guy.
Yeah, what an idiot.
All right. That's how I spent my time.
But also read over your shoulder.
I guess he dropped out of school.
A delinquent? You shrug and shake your head. Mao is just kind of like laying on the bed, observing everything.
That's
Um,
still
not
not
better
enough
to
to
do.
get him through anything, though.
Boon Crash begins spending about 8 hours or so studying the tome to gain some knowledge. But, of course, that'll take a total of 48 hours, I think. So, it has begun.
Hey, 8
Yep.
hours is still good progress.
Yep.
That is a worthwhile amount of progress.
Can't find the GIF, but I just imagine the guy from Troll Hunters, like his friend who accidentally started eating all the books with
Yeah.
his brain
Wished that he could absorb knowledge easier, so he started eating all of the glyphs.
and almost turned into an omnipotent being, and he was like, I know the purpose of life, and then it was like reversed.
Then he threw it all up because he had logorrhea.
That,
I got the joke. Anywho, so you're doing that. Rest of you guys just chilling for 8 hours.
Yeah, I don't want to cause a ruckus with these guys.
Okay. Zumasu, are you just sitting on the teleportation circle?
I guess I'd be by the beds because I said I was going to kind of be with them.
All right. From the look of it, one vintner comes by to try and get to their bed, realizes that somebody else is in it, and like goes off in a huff. But
Do we? Okay, I'd move if he wanted his bed. I'm not that much. of a
no,
dick.
he went over to Mao.
Deal with it.
Yeah, they decided not to engage. Artemis said, "There are spares, don't worry."
Look underneath the pillow now and try and see if there's anything hidden in the bed.
Make an
Quietly.
investigation check.
That's cold, bro.
You don't find anything
No.
hidden in the mattress,
Look, I had siblings. We used to hide shit in our bed all the time.
but these are communal cots. It seems like they weren't trying to spare anything
That's fair.
or risk anything. So
I
you
leave
guys,
a coin underneath the pillow just to fuck with them.
you guys are kind of resting, just biding your time, doing fidgeting, whatever, resting. Zumasu, eventually your eyes like flutter asleep. It's a fairly comfy bed compared to the wastelands that you were going through. Not quite Berzark Temple, but still comfy. Eventually, you begin to dream. And as you do, you feel a strange presence and a stench like fill your nostrils that seems very rancid. Then a mad cackling starts echoing throughout this strange place that you've found yourself. You look at your hand, which you feel something scrape along your hand, and you see that there's like this bug on it, and you just like scrape it off, and bugs start like crawling over all of your hands, just all up to your shoulders. You finally call out, seemingly hoping that it gets into the waking world. But as you turn around, you see that Granny Weevil Eyes is facing you.
In my dream.
You're back. You're back in the Underdark. Good. It seems that you've thrown off my curse before. I don't appreciate that.
Was it you the one making me needing to do things in Allure?
Of course it was. And don't think that I haven't forgotten you trying to get rid of that deal there. So, I have taken some extra steps this time. No, I'm not going to curse a paladin this time around. No, you'll do what I want, and you'll do it willingly, you little wretched snake.
We already killed your dragon. What more do you want?
We made a deal, and you broke it. So what I want, something new. She starts like plucking through these little glowing motes of energy that you see that she's just ripping out of the ground. As you look down, you see that the ground appears to be the top of your head in giant form. She's just going through. It seems like you're going to New Dawn, is that right? I can work with this. Tell me, I need you to get something from their leader. Just anything will do, some personal effect. And I want you to bury it beneath this statue. And she reveals a statue of this shadowy, like, sort of monkish figure that's just standing with like a two fists like against each other, and it looks like there's just blades dressing their lower robes. They are wearing this cage-like mask over their face, but it's all depicted in some sort of marble. She sort of burns this image into your head, which actually burns. And she says, and that's my new quest for you, since you failed to get that senator's toenail for me. Oh, you want to know why? I'm sure you want to know why. Well, why is quite simple. You see, and she goes and plucks some more motes out of your gigantic head below you, and she just kind of spreads one out as if it's like a touch screen or something, and you can see that there is an image appearing from your memories, and it kind of flashes in a few different instances, but it's repeatedly showing your interactions with Maria. Seems like she's in Urzark right now. Be a shame if something were to happen to her.
What can you even do? You're stuck in the Underdark.
Let me tell you, I do have powers beyond this wretched place, and I can certainly do exactly what I want to do to her. She's not magical like you. She doesn't have so many defenses, so just like that, and she squeezes the little mote of energy in her fingertips, and the imagery, like, flashes and disappears into sparkles. Just like that, I can end her wretched life, and your little fatuation. She tickles your nose, which still smells dung all around. You can see her two, like, insect eyes that are two, like, little golden beetles quivering around, and they finally, like, pop out of her eyes and crawl back into her hair as she cackles madly. So, do what I want, and do it within, at the time, 10 days. That's all you have.
What are you going to do with the statue in the senators or the leader's thing?
That's for me to know, dear child. Just bury it beneath the statue, make sure no one sees you, and leave it there. Do you understand me?
That's all your terms are? Your terms are just, I gotta do this quest?
Of course. A deal's a deal, and you tried to break it with your divine mumbo-jumbo. Well, I have a thing about divine mumbo-jumbo. Don't like it. So, not going to use it this time. Not going to even get involved. Just going to threaten a loved one the old-fashioned way. How about that? She smiles, and you can see her rotten teeth, like, and some, like, yellow gas emitting from it, in the sides. Tell me, do we have a deal?
Because I know she's powerful, but I don't know the depths of what she can do. Give me a second to think.
Do you care about Maria?
The clock is ticking, little snake.
She dumped you.
Come to the dark side.
Listen, Little dumpling, I know you still care about her. She's like smushing your cheeks together.
What?
I've sensed it in your thoughts. Us hags have a place in dreams, and this one is particularly juicy.
She's no longer just a poop hag, she's just a shart.
I'll accept your terms for now. I have 10 days.
Just 10 days.
All right. Accept the
Good.
terms.
Then it's a deal. She smooches you on the face, and you can feel some magical thing like exiting your body briefly. You're not sure if it's just the dream or not, but you awaken in a cold sweat.
I turned about and say, the stupid bog witch!
What?
The bog witch. The bog witch might be the one fucking with everybody's dreams. She's threatened Maria.
Bog witch or the poop thing you kissed?
It's technically a poop witch, but it's a bog witch anyway. Yes, we got a bit of a problem.
I gesture to the room wildly while I'm sitting on my back. I don't see anything, so I don't know what you're talking about.
After, you know how I was spelling curses and shit on people because I got paranoid a bit?
Mm-hmm.
It turns out the witch had still cursed me from that time when we were down here, and she wasn't too happy about that when I finally dispelled her curse. So now that we're in the Underdark, she just invaded my dreams and has claimed to be threatening Maria. And I let Mao know the plan because, as far as I know, she said I could do that. So
I could have killed Jade for you. You could have she could have come along with you. Just saying, there was an opportunity.
I don't think she'd probably come along with me at this point. And anyway, we have 10 days, but I'm letting you know for now.
I don't know if that's a smart choice, but okay.
Well, you're the thief.
Yeah, what am I? Oh, fuck.
If we need to steal something, you'd be the one to be able to do it most nonchalantly, and it doesn't have to be anything ridiculous, but my only concern is what she's trying to do.
Only me.
I'd have to ask Boomcrash if she can think of anything that might be a spell component or something.
Boomcrash is deeply enthralled in their book for now.
Yeah, so for now we'll tell Boomcrash about this later so she can see if she knows anything about this sort of spell. As far as I know, can I make an insight religion check or anything to see if I know what her spell's trying to do?
That would definitely be an Arcana check. Although you do note that you are able to talk about your curse this time.
Yeah. I'm just trying to keep it on the down low so we don't derail things at the moment.
You gotta owe me. Don't do it. Don't bother me. I don't care about stealing shit.
I know now. But I mean, Maria hasn't done anything wrong, and I don't want to, set off some sort of eldritch ritual if the witch has that in mind. Let me remember if there's anything about burying stuff.
You search your mind for what you know about arcane incidents from your time on the Leaf Crown Guard, investigating such corrupt things. But, yeah. You're not sure what the hag would be doing with it. You just know that fey magic is often strange and unusual, even beyond some of the rules that Arcana kind of follows often.
Goddamn witches. I have no idea what that even means. It's gotta be something dreadful if she's doing it, though.
That you're probably certain.
Well, so you still care about this girl of yours, even though she's dating that lion thing?
I mean, how would you feel if, I don't know,
She doesn't know because there's no one
who does Mao
Who
care
does Mao
about that's
care
not in
about?
the immediate party?
You know
what if something happened to Tragedy? I know you hang out at his place from time to time.
That's about as much as you know, yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, it would probably be unfortunate. He has the hat.
Yikes.
Yeah, so wouldn't you want to prevent his death if something you knew was going to happen?
I guess it depends if I'm gonna live. Deception.
I mean, that's kind of different from here, but... Anyway, Maria doesn't deserve this. She wasn't involved. But I don't want to, comply with a crazy witch's plan, so for now we'll just continue with our things we're going to be done anyway.
Yep, so what you're saying is that you have an errand to run and you can't do it on your own and you need help from other people and you owe me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
You don't know what that'll be, but one of these days I'm gonna ask you for something and it better be a fucking yes.
Well, you know how I operate, so as long as it's, nothing. And I kind of make a motion to, like, slitting a throat too extreme. I do have some morals now.
Look, I don't ask people to kill people for me, I do that myself. It'd be something else. Like, I do like weird wiggle fingers in front of your face, like military things or like paperwork.
That might be fine.
Okay.
That is Zumasu's forte.
Yeah.
All of you are
Alright.
terrible people. At least I'm honest about it.
Being a
Sometimes
deaf
that
cleric
doesn't
is
really
honest
mean
work, but
anything.
it's home. Anywho, you guys finish up this conversation. Eventually, you see that one of the other people that are sleeping right now off duty has begun violently seizing in their bed.
I will run over to the person.
You rush over to them, and she looks like she's sweating a lot. You try and wake her up, but it doesn't seem to be working. Artemis notices the commotion. What's going on? Is it another one of... it's another one of these.
Can I do like an Arcana check or something check on this?
It would probably be... I'll allow an Arcana check, and I'll allow a Medicine check.
I'm bad at both, so we'll see how this goes. Eh!
You're not sure what could be wrong with them. Artemis kind of raises a hand and says, I assure you there's no magic involved in this. This happens from time to time. It's best to just make sure they don't hurt themselves. And he just kind of like holds her down as she continues to seize.
What is this?
This is what I was talking about.
No, you're doing it wrong. Don't hold them down. Just lay them on their side. Let them shake it out. What's wrong with you?
Well, sometimes they fall out of the cot.
Well, then hug her gently.
Dead, you do it.
Oh, no.
I take the place like this now.
Yeah, put something underneath their head so that way she doesn't, like, I don't know, hit it.
I steal a pillow from another cot, so it's even extra.
Sure.
How the heck do you know how to hug people?
Don't worry about it.
Make a medicine check.
Ah, fuck. Hey.
You do an average job, just kind of like keeping this person safe from themselves. After several long minutes, the seizing stops, and they just like fall limp. Artemis then kind of starts shaking her. Wake up! Wake up! Come on. Should be able... Yeah, there it goes. And then she, like, awakens suddenly. Where am I? She tries to get up and he, like, stops her. Just rest. Had one of the dreams. It's awful. Just rest
I like
for
this
now.
place.
You guys shouldn't be a part of this. Just go back to what you're doing. I'm sure she'll be fine. And Artemis kind of goes off back to his studies.
I'm just gonna like kind of ask, are you hurt? Do you need any healing? You rattled pretty bad there.
I don't feel like I've gotten a very good rest. I've just been... There were like pustules everywhere. They're like big explosions and shit was getting all over the place. I could feel something crawling in my veins. It wasn't real. She like pulls up her sleeves to check.
Did you hear any cackling? Like laughing?
No. Oh, it just felt gross.
Okay, well you're safe now. Just
Uh,
get some rest.
I know, I know. As long as, at least I wasn't on the balconies, I'll be fine. She kind of like feigns, like she's doing all right, and just kind of like turns away from you and starts resting, just eyes open, darting about the room.
Yeesh. I guess I go back to the little pod and sit.
Okay. Artemis kind of like looks over at you guys. Since you're awake, there's only about an hour or so left. Start making arrangements, actually. He gets up and he starts walking out towards the other people outside the cage area. And he starts rallying some people. We're gonna do a transport. We get these people out of here. What are you guys doing?
Waiting.
Yep. Following him in.
Yeah.
Reading until someone smacks me and tells me to stop.
Sure. After about the 8th hour, you sort of stop on your own after realizing how much time has passed. You're like semi-conscious in this state, but you can still stop yourself from reading. But it's a very engrossing book. A lot of factoids, but mostly a lot of elucidating details that help you just understand things better in general. It kind of literally increases your IQ. And after just a few moments, a few hours with the book, you're already starting to think differently and a bit more analytically. Kind of understand why those arcane symbols are the way that they are in some cases. And a few neurons have clicked.
Huh.
But you see the rest of them, the rest of your party here, and they tell you it's almost time to go. Eventually, Artie comes back up, and he's got a few thugs with him. Alright, this should be good. Guess we're going to make the journey. Everybody ready?
I guess so.
You're the one that told us we couldn't leave till now, so yeah.
Alright. So, we're going to head up. We should be popping out, just behind someone's shop. You should find yourselves in the Twilight Exchange. There. Have at it. Nobody should be around there. There's the races going on, so they'll probably be gathered around the bazaar, far to the south. Should be safe. Should be empty. Just, try and scatter a bit. Find yourselves around a building a block away. I don't care how you do it. Just try to look innocent. Surely you can do that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well,
Yeah.
do your best. He waves his hand. And then he kind of starts walking up the tunnel that is behind you guys. You guys walk for a while, following Artie and the thugs, who keep like kind of looking back at you. And you go through a few winding tunnels. Some tunnels have been blocked off with similar iron bars and gates until you reach what looks to be a caged-off like area with a ladder beyond it, and you can see some faint light from above. He opens the cage, unlocking it with a key, and then gestures you guys get inside. It's straight up this hole. I'm gonna send Donovan over here with you to explain. Me? Why me? 'Cause you have the prettiest face. Get in there. I have stuff to do. Nice seeing you all. And please, at least give me a ring if you're gonna use the teleportation thing again.
Sure thing.
We do that.
Right. He moves on. Donovan, as it were, goes inside the cage, closes it behind him, and he says, I should probably go first. And he starts heading up this sturdy ladder. Bye, Mao. I guess because you're climbing. You guys start following Donovan up. He opens a trapdoor at the top, which is also latched with a key that he has on his person. Door opens up, and you hear someone kind of jump on the other side. Ooh, what? Oh, it's you. We got some people coming in. Is there anybody around? Not that I know. Oh, he steps into the trapdoor. He looks back down. I'm gonna check the coast is clear. Just hang tight. Closes the trapdoor on you guys. And a few moments later, he returns, opens the trapdoor. Should be good. Come on in. And you guys
Walking
follow
up.
him up through.
Mhm.
You guys appear in a. You guys appear in a. Allie, stop patting your knees over there.
I'm clapping my hand excitedly because I get to see the map.
You guys appear in what looks to be a distillery of some sort. They've got a few of their own homebrews going on, but they also have several crates of Vintner's Ale. Iloran wine, of course. The person that is behind the counter is a male Earth Genasi. They've got gray skin, and it looks like it's like coming off in pieces. He kind of just nods his head at you guys as he stays seated behind the counter. I'm Shale. Anyway, he said you're good, so get your asses out of here.
Will
Nice
do.
to meet you. See you later.
And you guys head out into a kind of shadowy area. You can see that there are several market stalls around that have these purple overhangs like capping each of them. There's several storefronts out here. But you look up into the sky and it looks like it's about midday, noon. Despite of that, the entire place is shrouded in shadow. I'm also going to finally move you guys over.
When
It'll
Shrouded
probably
in
take...
shadow, do you mean like there's like a
It's not
uh,
magical, like, pitch darkness. It is, like... It looks like normal shadow. As if, like, you're just in the shadow of, like, a building during daylight.
okay, okay.
It's kind of about the same color that you see there at this point of the day. You also see that in the center of this circular area, there is a statue, and Zenegar, Zumasu, you actually recognize it as the one that you saw in your dream, and a name does come to you. It is Zenegar.
Okie dokie. Zenegar's the weird monk statue.
I saw Temple of Dawn as Temple of Doom. Sorry.
The Temple of Doom. We're almost there.
That's
Uh,
exactly where Amon would go. Doom? Yes, I will.
oh, it's Dawn. Disappointed.
Let's see if I can get some more city-ish music. There we go.
Where is we?
You guys are right here.
I'm going to tap the Zumasu and try to see. Okay, try to scry for. Shit, I forget his character's name. All of a sudden,
Zavir. Fuck. What was it?
Mhm. I got it. I got it somewhere.
Who
Shit.
is it?
Thrasier.
Oh,
Thrasier.
Thrasier.
Yeah.
He said let's get lost, so maybe let's look for a park or someplace else to sit. We don't want to make it seem like we came from the same spot.
Sure. You guys disperse quickly and just like make it out to the outside street where it is not so shadowy. It is pretty
I'm
much
actually gonna
noon.
stick into the shadows because I still have the gigantic ass crown. So
I thought you'd put a cloak or blanket over that at least.
Damn, I keep
No.
forgetting about that too. I assume we've gotten a lot of weird stares from the vintners and have just been kind of guarding it closely and not sleeping.
yeah, it's just a giant toga hula hoop thing. So it's a sash. It's a stupidly large, cumbersome sash. That's why I'm hiding in the shadows for now.
Okay, you head outside with your flaming hula hoop, and just kind of like look around. You can see that a lot of people are giving you strange gazes, especially from this interesting attire. Some of them.
I'm gonna throw a blanket over him.
Yeah, you throw a blanket over him. The flames do not do anything to the blanket, as it were. And you just make sure to hide it. And you kind of also remember from this sudden realization that, particularly in New Dawn, arcane magic is actually banned.
Yeah, I was just literally about to whisper to the group, well, arcane magic is a no-no here.
Good thing
No,
I don't do
Fine
anything.
then.
Good thing you only have one arcane caster.
That's true.
That's
I mean,
true.
that's fair. Wait, have you guys ever been here? I never ventured this far.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Very briefly, they have a curfew.
Sounds like the other place we came from. Are we sufficiently away from people or found like a secondary spot?
Sure. I can, like, use the party token.
Yeah.
Party token?
Because I just don't
Hmm.
want to be scrying with like our little group in the open and shit. I want to be at least a little hidden.
Sure.
So is that where we are? Around there?
Yeah, I'll say you just kind of pop out into this back alley. There's like a well in the middle of this group of like 2-story buildings that each have like balconies and such. But there's not too many people around, and nobody really sees you enter this area. You guys get your bearings. You also, I guess I should describe the city for you in general. So this city is sprawling, and it has a lot of sandstone buildings, as well as like plaster covered wood if necessary. The buildings are no higher than like 2 stories for the standard buildings. There are larger buildings, but they are far from standard. The place looks very spread out, whereas Allure is kind of the opposite. They've kind of built up, building towers. Most of the buildings are like 4 and 5 stories high and tend to be apartments. These are all individual, smaller homes.
It's Texas.
It's like we're in Arizona, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the overarching thing that is very present in anywhere that you are in the city is a gigantic dark tower in the center, which you two have seen before. Zimasu and Amon have probably heard of it.
I do like a religion check.
Not even. It would be history to
Sure.
delve deeper into it. But it is known as the Pinnacle of Light, and looking atop it, you can see that amongst the dark spires, there is a gem that is glowing as brightly as the sun.
That's something you don't see every day.
Well, don't stare at it too much.
Yeah. It's like looking at the sun. Stop looking at it.
All right.
Jeez.
I pull out the scrying orb, the crystal ball, and I'm gonna scry on Vizier.
Okay. You make sure that you're sufficiently hidden from view and try and stealthily activate the scrying orb. Thankfully, nobody really comes by as you guys are standing watch. But I'll just have you guys make a group stealth check.
I'm not good at those.
You're not, but it's a group check, so hopefully Mao can pull some weight.
I rolled pretty well for no reason.
Christopher,
Yes.
I rolled like a 2. Stop.
No, you-
You
No, you
literally
didn't.
can't roll below a 10, so...
you
Anywho,
rolled a
Amazing.
9, so you got a plus 17. Stop worrying about things.
Ah,
you
Jiminy
guys
Cricket.
have successfully gotten yourselves in here, and you have scryed successfully. You start scrying on Thrazir, and as you do, see his face coming into existence, and he stares directly at you and says, "I'm sorry, but I am not here at the moment. Please, find me at your earliest convenience in the Grand Bazaar." This is the conclusion of the message, and then his face just disappears.
I guess we gotta head to the Grand Bazaar, guys. Jesus, they're creepy.
Which is where?
I don't know. Come
I
on.
don't know.
I'm gonna go step out and try and find someone.
Artemis did vaguely say to the south, but anybody that you talk to on the street, there's not too many people around. They point you down past the Pinnacle of Light and say that you can't miss it. It's a huge place, they say.
Ah, right here.
That's descriptive. This is a huge place. No landmarks. Nothing.
Nope. They say if you're looking for something specific, you'll have to go search on your own. They're a very busy woman, and they haven't got all day.
God damn it. Well, let's just head south past the tower.
Okay,
Shippity-doo. I want to do a history check and be like, okay, what do I know about New Dawn?
sure. I'll let you guys move the party if you want to.
Shippity-doo.
We should go down, way down directly below the Pinnacle of Light. I know the map's large, so
Yeah, it is very large. Also, I do at least have a scale for this. Each of these squares on the grid is 75 feet, which
Right.
makes the entire city from like point to point probably about a mile, a little less.
oh, it's actually pretty small. Wow, it's pretty dense. You
Yeah.
said it was spread out, but it's pretty dense actually.
Well, yeah. I mean,
It's a square mile at least, or at least a pointy star mile.
it actually doesn't take up as much space as Allure does. It's just spread out further. That's kind of what I meant by that. But Allure is pretty small conservatively as well. Allure could fit inside of this city.
What's that city states for you?
Yeah. I mean, they're not
Mhm.
sprawling metropolises, they're just cities.
They only function because they're not big enough to make transportation an issue.
Yeah.
If it gets much bigger, then you start to have people using like carriages and shit all the time.
Okay, you guys head past the Pinnacle of Light. You can see that there are a lot of people gathered around this area. It looks like there are a ton of people that are praying in worship to the pinnacle itself. But it looks like some of them are leaving just now, as if they've just concluded this.
Can you
activity.
describe the people that live here?
Sure. Most of them tend to be human, although there is a distinct half-elf population. But overall, it's a lot more diverse than Elore. Elore is almost exclusively half-elves. Like, if you had to put a percentage to it, it's like 70% half-elves. Here, it's like 50% humans, 25% half-elves, and then the rest is like other races. Halflings, gnomes, elves. You can even see a few goblins just like strolling about the place. Hey, how's it
There's one
going?
Kinku.
There's at
We
least
know
one
there's
Kenku.
Sandfeather.
You've already
So this
seen a
is more
Genasi.
human than half elf in this place instead.
Yeah, it's definitely more human, but it's not exclusive. You can see people of all different varieties. Yeah, it does look like there's a lot more, there is a lot more melanin here, which your history check does denote that a lot of these people from New Dawn are actually refugees from the northern Blood Coast, which is more tropical.
I mean, it would make sense if they were in the desert anyway, too.
But either way, this place is very diverse and well integrated. Most races actually don't seem out of place here. Even your motley crew.
Oh, this is kind of nice.
Then why did you throw a towel over me?
Well, because your stupid crown was a little drawing too much attention. Now you just look like a hunchback.
Yeah, I can feel comfortable with that.
There you go, buddy.
Hey, as people walk by, I'm like, hey, where's the bazaar? Hey, where's the bazaar?
Yeah, they some of them are like ignoring you, but eventually a few of them just like point down to the south. Go to the south, just careful where you step. People just finished worship, so hey, are you from around here?
Can I do a
No.
quick religion check? I
Sure.
want to see what I remember about New Dawn shit, because I would have maybe know about something offhand.
You might have studied their form of worship.
God damn it.
It's
I have 6 religion and I don't know shit.
you know that their religion is different, and it is unique. This place is not as tolerant, per se, as Allure is, in spite of its diversity. their religious diversity is shrunken a bit. The only thing that you recall is that they worship something called the light.
Do I even know that it doesn't have a god name? It's not even Palor or anything?
You know that that is the weirdest part of it. They don't worship a deity. They worship the light.
You know, we're just visiting, wanted to see what the light was all about, hail it and everything.
Oh, yes, of course. If you want to learn more about the light and even convert, you can always learn more at the temples.
Fucking deadpan staring at Zimosu like, what's wrong?
I kind of shoo you guys to move along a bit. Thank you for the info. We'll check that out later. We did want to check out the Grand Bazaar first, you know.
Of course.
See what the cultural things you got going on here are.
Oh, yes. The next prayer is at dusk, at the Dusk Temple, and she points northeast.
Thank you. We'll keep that in mind, and I hurry up along with the group.
She realizes she's heading in the same direction as you, and she kind of like alters her direction to give you your privacy.
God, I hate that.
Yeah.
I am so angry that you have the scry orb right now.
You guys head down Starbend Road there, and you see market stalls. They're all harking their goods at you. There's a ton of people here, and there's a ton of people actually gathered directly where you are right now, right at this intersection. You can see that there's people lining the streets, and there's like sort of a thing blocking the road. It looks like a makeshift picket fence. And you can see people all looking down to the left. Some of them are like cheering, and some of them have banners. You can see that there's others on the other side of the street, but the street is strangely empty. As you look down the road, you can see like about here there are a whole bunch of horses and other various like creatures that would normally be mounts. There's like axe beaks. There's like a monitor lizard at one point, and they just start storming down this road, dragging behind them chariots that are being led by Nudonians, and they're like using their riding crops to whip them. Some of them are like tossing things to the crowd, but one of them like bumps into the other one, and then they just like barrel on forward as the crowd is cheering them on. It appears that this must be the races that Artemis was talking about. Eventually, they pin a hard right at this corner and head towards what looks to be an old fortress, and then they start circling around that. Some of the people in the crowd try to force their way across the street to like follow them. Anyway, this appears to be the Grand Bazaar. From what you can tell, there's a whole bunch of market stalls with overhangs. Everybody is getting drunk in the streets from the looks of it. It's like a straight up Boston St. Patty's Day type of deal.
Yeah, I'm gonna start picking some pockets.
Sure. Make
I'm
some...
gonna tap Gun Crash and tell her to remind me to summon my mount later. This might be fun.
Boom Crash looks at you and is like, okay, sweetie, whatever you say.
That is the worst response ever. That feels awful.
Do you have expertise in sleight of hand?
You should, if you're proficient in thieves' tools.
Not always.
Well, she might
Are
not
you a
have
thief? I can't
expertise.
steal.
Assassin, but I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, she
Oh,
needs...
expertise. Sorry, I didn't process that word correctly.
Yeah, if she has 17 in stealth and 9 in sleight of hand, I'm gonna assume not.
I do have expertise. Oh wait, no.
Well, then it should be
I'm
plus
proficient.
17.
I'm proficient, not expertise.
Okay, yeah. So, you go around and start picking some pockets, although these people seem to be very close guarded of themselves. A lot of them are like wearing loose-fitting robes to kind of like stave off the heat. You're not quite sure, you're not as familiar like where these people would keep their wealth. You assume it's on their belt, but some of them keep it in like their folds.
Belt?
It's under the folds.
I can't see it.
A few people kind of like walk away as you're trying to pick their pockets, and a few of them like bump into you and like kind of give you an angry glare as they walk off. These people seem very wary of pickpockets as well.
Damn it. Alright. Learn my lesson.
One of them calls after you and says, "You're lucky I don't call the Dawn Guard on you."
Yeah, you didn't have anything on you anyway.
You shrug, and like a street rat fade into the crowd.
Thanks.
Stop, thief!
Where'd Mal go? I kind of.
I just kind of like pop back and I'm like behind you, right here.
Oh,
Obviously.
Obviously, I didn't go anywhere.
did you find the grand? Did you find what's his face? No.
I turn around to the next like like canopy, like covered stall in front of me. I'm just like, hey, do you know where this dude named Thrazir is?
Sure. Make, as you guys kind of ask around, I am gonna have another charisma-based investigation check here. So I'm gonna try and find some betterer music, for this. Not sure I have
I
any.
moved my character down just so I can.
That is a-okay, you guys can move that.
Figured having them in the center on like the pinnacle of light would be like a good place to see them.
I got a 17 if we're doing charisma based.
That is a very good check. I'm just gonna put it in the city tracks.
We're just asking around, right?
Yeah, this is just a gather information check, quote unquote. I'm just gonna let this play out, and maybe there will be some good tracks, maybe there won't be.
Did you say persuasion or
I'm not doing
or
great.
what?
Investigation, but substitute charisma for the bonus.
Yeah,
That makes more sense.
fair enough.
No one wants to talk to me because I'm a weird hunchback.
So,
Very tall hunchback.
as you guys fan out, Mao, you find some wary merchants and that you think might be able to point you in the right direction. Turns out you were right, good judge of character, and they trust you implicitly. They say, "Oh, Thrazir, you've heard of Thrazir?"
Yeah.
Oh,
We
well,
worked for him.
you've worked for him. Well, any friend of Thrazir's is a friend of mine. You can find Thrazir. Where can you find Thrazir? I'm not sure where to find him on a race day. He's usually in the main drag in the Coronal Plaza to the north, around the big black thing.
Well, what?
The tower.
Yeah. No. His message said that he was going to be here in the Grand Bazaar.
Well, if he's here in the Grand Bazaar, I'm sure you'll run into him eventually. He's pretty flashy.
Like, fine. I guess thanks for literally nothing. Okay, bye. I'm gonna go run back to the party.
Sure, you run back to the party and tell them that you were told he's normally in the Coronal Plaza, but not sure where he is now.
If we're gonna find him, they said he's just gonna be big and flashy, so look for stupid shit in the air. I don't know.
Okay, I have a.
Coronal Plaza is not that far away, so we can just walk there.
Well, he said he's not normally there during the chariot races.
Okay.
And if his message said he's in the Grand Bazaar, he's probably somewhere here.
Maybe we could just find a bar. I don't know.
Okay, you know what? I say since the Grand Bazaar Road is blocked off, is there any way we can cut through the Mox Road? That's probably a good way to check interior.
Like go through buildings.
Yeah,
and stuff?
there's ways here. Like I said that this is blocked off, but you're still able to like pass this way.
It's like water fire.
Yeah. Like there's a thing preventing you from crossing the street, but you can still like walk on the sidewalk there.
Yeah, I figured. That's why I was saying we
Yeah.
should do that.
Nothing's stopping you.
And we can go shopping. It looks like there are stores here.
There are a
So we
ton of
can
stores here.
Spend our money.
Just be careful to not drop all your money in one place or show it off. Apparently,
Too late.
No, we got it.
more the pickpocketing. Apparently, they don't do kindly. Just someone threatened me. Don't worry about it. It was some weird guard thing, but they have guards.
Okay. The marketplace is very bustling. The streets here aren't blocked off, and they do like have a sidewalk and whatnot, but it's just a big grand like walkway that is just filled to the brim with people. People harking their wares, people buying their wares. There's fruit stands, jewelry stands, spice merchants, everything you could possibly imagine you could find on Portobello Road or Mox Road.
Mm-hmm.
And Yeah. You guys start walking along, trying to search for signs of Thrazir. As you're walking through, make some perception checks.
All right, perception checks.
Oh, I'm not doing great.
Yeah, Boom Crash, there's a lot of shiny things to distract you.
Oh, I can get that.
Like,
and that,
Thrazir,
and that.
Thrazir. Oh, those socks look nice. Thrazir.
I don't even wear socks and I want them.
I know. I could put them on my talons, make some grunge gloves. Anywho.
Adorable.
Zumasu, and actually Mount as well, I didn't see that. All of you are making your way along this drag. There seems to be a potion store. You guys have been looking for potions recently, so you make mental note that there is a place called Yolanda's Potions along this drag. There's eventually a massive bang as you see a whole bunch of fireworks go off just around the corner that you can see. As you walk along, you can see that there is a hefty cart rolling along, being pulled by a donkey. Astride the donkey is Thrazir. You can see him like snapping his fingers and like pulling on this cord as fireworks start shooting out of his trade cart. He says, "Come one, come all, come to Thrazir's wondrous place. I sell everything that you need. Everything that you need that is, of course, non-magical, but wondrous just the same. Definitely not magical."
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, you seem to have found Thrazy. Oh, that's weird. Don't have his token. Hold on.
It's an illusion.
Wrong
Arcade
game.
It's an
magic.
illusion. There he is. I'll make him fairly large just for visual sake. Yeah, he is just rounding the corner here, and he is closely guarding all of his things. But he is entertaining any customers that come his way. Yes, gems of the highest quality, and plenty more to boot. We have these weapons that can, and he just kind of like whispers in people's ear, "Of course, but you are a discerning man. You don't need that. You want something more like this." And he's just talking like this as you guys approach.
I'm gonna. Okay, I guess I'm gonna approach first because I'm the one that
I
actually
pulled
has
the
to deal
blanket
with
off
them.
of you.
Wait, what's it?
Pull the blanket off of you.
Maybe
Okay.
don't.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, this is a Bond show. Let him do his dramatic reveal.
Okay.
Okay.
There's like Okay, I am here, and I can just wait to see if the crowd disperses or what's the reaction of the crowd.
The crowd seems very intent on finding out what Thrazir has to sell today. He's harking all of his wares, just like everybody else, but with a little more flair. It looks like he's pretending that he has actual fireworks, but he's actually just doing it himself, with some prestidigitation.
Pyrotechnic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it looks like he has a whole bunch of jewels and such for sale. He promises that they are of finest quality and very exotic from a far-off land, etc.
And diamonds I can recognize.
Yeah, you see some diamonds amongst them as well. His trade
Start
cart
throwing
is
things at
sparkling with several tiers filled with jewels and gemstones. There are a few boxes that seem to contain other things that are sealed away for now. He is closely guarding the front of his cart, and he sees you kind of like come up and he goes, "Can I help you with something, my discerning... what are you? I cannot see beyond your mask. Please, remove your mask."
I'm gonna take off the blanket. I'm gonna toss it at Zumasu.
I folded it up and put it back in my bag.
What have we here? I recognize your face. And that mask as well. Why don't you, why don't you cover up a bit? And he tosses the blanket back on you. Why don't we come inside? I'm just going to, and he like bumps his cart and like it slams a cover over all of his goods, and he like puts a padlock onto it and kind of whispers a few arcane words. Okay, it's locked now. Come with me, please. And he enters like a nearby establishment. It looks like it's a different store, but he's just like going inside to do his own business. Follow me. I think your name
gotta motion
began
everyone to follow
with an
me.
A.
We follow him. I'm following him.
Sure. You guys head inside.
I gotta take the hula hoop off, and just and show it to him. It's like the deed is done.
With a wave of his hand, he surreptitiously covers the flames that are emanating from this grand hula hoop crown, so that they just stop burning. He looks at it discerningly. That should stop the flashiness, I hope. I just need to make sure that this is legit and that you are not, how you say, scamming me. If that is okay with you.
Of course, many blood have been shed for this.
I'm
should-
sure it has. I honestly didn't expect to see you ever again. But hopefully you are not just trying to make a fool out of Thrazir. But
It's-
we will
this-
see.
This prank requires too much effort to make you a fool.
That is what I am thinking, and that is what makes me very excited about this prospect. Hey, Henrietta, I'm going to head upstairs, if that is okay with you. Do I know you? It is okay with you. And he goes upstairs.
Jedi mind trick.
Did
Nice.
you use a magic thing on her? Can we tell that?
She just kind of, like, looks confused and, like, looks over at Amon. Do you know him?
Yes. Unfortunately.
Who the hell is he?
He's a friend.
Is he gonna wreck my shit?
No, for his own good, he will not.
Well, I certainly hope not. My husband's upstairs, and he's gonna be... No, I wasn't just... Get the hell out of my house! And he comes tumbling down the stairs. I was just trying to... perhaps we find a different place. Let's leave quickly. And he goes outside and starts tagging along his little mule. Come on, Ferdinand. Let's go. And he gets down to another place. I know you. Your name starts with a Z. It's a Q. Kelvanas.
Should we just find a tavern, Thrazir? I kind of just suggest him.
Sure. There's a tavern nearby. I don't know why I didn't do that first. He actually backpedals and is gonna go over to the Dragon Flame Dregs. He heads inside this place, and you can see that there's like a flaming mug as the image. That is very sad. Let's not do that. Song. Let's do chariot races. There's a marketplace. Piano.
It's a shame you don't have your playlist from your iPod.
I know
when
that
we did.
it's more difficult to put music into Roll20.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I go to a new area, I discover that I need things that I don't have. But I have some generic tavern music, so hopefully that works.
Lion's Pride. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So, you go into Dragonflame Dregs. You can smell a very spicy scent in the air. And as you walk in, you see that there is a Dragonborn, a gold Dragonborn, kind of skinny, and he's standing in front of a hibachi-style grill. He has a full set of ribs up in his hand, and he is just blowing fire up and down it as a crowd surrounding the grill is like clapping and watching this unfold. And Trazir enters and says, "I've been here before. It's a pretty good place. You get great barbecue here. Hey, we're just going to chill over here in the corner, if that's okay with you." Then the gold dragonborn just waves to him. And Trazir sits down so that he can do his work. He goes into a more private space and pulls a curtain over the booth that you guys are in. "Okay, it's going to take me a bit to cast. Just bear with me, and make sure nobody comes in. I'm going to cast a bit of a legend lore spell. I think it's worth it, even with the material cost. But I need to make sure we are crystal clean. Go get some food if you want. I'll be a while."
Would it be better for us to just buy a room?
If you want. I mean, there are plenty of taverns here. Just hang out. Scorchbrow is the one that runs this establishment. I'm sure you can find something from him. He's the Dragonborn.
We couldn't tell by the name.
I'm just gonna go and ask how much a room is so we can have some place in private to set up.
Ha welcome, friends. Are you here to buy food, or?
Yep, need some food, some ale, and a room, if you could. Got a little bit of a party we want to have.
We're a bit stocked up on rooms. I'm sorry, friend. I mean, we drag in a lot of guests. But if you want, can I interest you in the pub crawl that's going on? That'll probably take you to every tavern in the city.
No, we kind of just came from out of town. We just want to have a nice rest somewhere.
A nice rest on the chariot days? Come on, just hand me a gold and I'll get you set up.
Is there any way you can set me up with the room? Somebody fin anything up?
Listen.
Can I take out a platinum piece instead?
That's very kind of you, but there's just not room. I'm suggesting this as I'm hoping that one of my fellow tavern keepers has a spare room. But here, just at least take the pamphlet. And he hands you a pamphlet from a whole list of them. And there's a list of pubs and their signature drinks listed next to them, and their approximate locations in the city. It carves a path throughout the city that follows what appears to be the chariot races. And he takes the platinum piece and he hands you back 9 gold pieces, and he puts a row of shots down in front of you and then scorches them with his fire breath and says, "Drink quick," and then he turns back to other guests.
Thanks for the help. I grab the shots and I'm going to just walk them back to the table.
Sure, you walk them back to the table. You draw back the curtain to make sure that it doesn't burn, and you place the shots that are like on this board that has indentations for them, and you plop them onto the table. Thruzir says, "Oh, of course, thank you," and he grabs one of the shots and just goes.
I say, bad news, guys. When it's busy like this, I guess we'd have to go to another tavern for a room. So I guess we're here for now, unless you guys want to move.
Oh, it's a busy day today. The chariot races are once a month, and
I also tell the guys we do have a map now, I guess, of some of the pubs in the area, and I show off the thing he gave me.
No, that's helpful.
business is booming on these days. You're lucky to have arrived. Well, I suppose you're unlucky to have arrived. Listen, let me
I'm surprised they're so happy with imminent war coming, you know?
Well, they try to keep their spirits light, and really the government doesn't have much say in what the people do. I mean, they do, but they don't. They're kind of a laissez-faire kind of deal.
I'm worried.
Look, it's easier if there's more people running around. That means that we won't be noticed if things go wrong or something.
Yes, and you can get away with a lot of shit, let me tell you. Anyway, let me keep casting this arcane spell here. And he continues casting his spell. It takes a while to cast. I don't exactly recall how long legend lore takes to cast. But you guys are there for a while. You enjoy some ribs and...
I spend another 2 gold pieces to basically get a smorgasbord of shit.
Oh yeah.
10-minute casting time.
You can get plenty with that. Okay, that's not that bad.
No.
Thrazir fills you in after casting of the spell. What's the material component for it? I know it has one.
Worst DM ever.
Well, I figured since you had it up.
Incense worth at least 250 gold pieces, which the spell consumes, and 4 ivory strips worth at least 50 gold pieces each.
Right.
Damn, that's an expensive now.
That would have been not as expensive in Urzark, since half of like the buildings are made with tusks.
Well.
It also doesn't help that that's more than the Revivify spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he does have the ivory necessary, and kind of uses it as a tossing of the bones type of deal, as the incense burns, masked, of course, by the intense barbecue going on directly on the other side of the curtain. Eventually, he comes to the realization, my friend, I have some good news and bad news. The bad news is that, well, I have emptied my drink, and I do require another one.
Oh my god.
But the good news is, this is the genuine article. This is the crown of the fire giants. And learned a lot about it. Pretty good. It's pretty good. I enjoy this.
Put it on.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I need to find someone who can buy it, and
As you said,
I don't think it's worth
wouldn't
it
put
for you.
on.
Either way, let me just whoop. He just takes the crown and he just shrinks it in his hands, and just pops it into a bag of holding. I'm very adept at maneuvering magic items. Anywho,
Kind
Thank
of
you.
stare at Amon and just like, did you see that? Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
so about our deal, I guess it is set in stone. You want me to take you to Famladan?
Yes, because I need a wish granted.
All right. Well, I promise I can take you there, but at least give me until the end of these escapades going on. It's a very lucrative time for me, and if I'm going to be out and about, I want to at least get some money done.
How long is that?
Well, this goes on all weekend, so few days. About 2.
That'll be like whatever it takes.
Of course. If you need to wait longer, that's of course fine too. But it's going to be a long journey to Famladan, so be ready.
I lean over and whisper into Amon from like behind him, like, do we want to mention the witch?
What
See if-
witch?
The one of the desert, Tanagrin.
Why?
Just figured if you're gonna hand that thing over, then, you know, he might have a target on his back.
Well,
The
then
issue would be more so him selling it to the witch.
Or that.
Well, if that's the case, well, like it's out of our hands. Like, frankly, all I care about is the wish. The world can burn.
Well,
No, at least I'll live through most of it. I don't know how many of you are fireproof.
should be careful with a one-track mind, my friend. It can get you into trouble. And also, it's very easy to make deals with somebody who only has one thing in mind.
Well, I'm gonna point to him. It's like, well, it's already done, hasn't it?
It has. Just friendly advice from a burgeoning capitalist.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Mhm.
so, all right, then, the deal is, when shall we meet? You said a couple of days. Are you gonna be here, or?
Yes, I'll be around the Pinnacle of Light in that time. I'm usually moving my cart about during the parades.
All right then.
By the way, what's the deal with you and your scrying spell? I didn't know you could make a message for it.
Oh, well, I had that set up a while ago. I've gotten my own things done. Non-detection kind of tweaked a bit. I don't want anybody to scry on me, but if they need to come see me, they can come find me.
That's
Nifty.
fair.
Well, enjoy your time here in New Dawn. It's an exciting day.
Actually, I have some business with you. I heard that you sell gems.
Of course, it's my specialty.
We're looking for diamonds.
My friend, any sort of gem can be yours through Thrazir. You see, I have
Diamonds.
unique powers. I have the ability to transform any gem into any other type of gem. Though you don't want me to do it very often, it decreases the gem's value overall.
Hmm.
For that service, of course, there is a small fee.
Wait. I realized something. Who got the, we got those really big ass gems that were worth a lot of
I'm the
Come
one
on.
that has
gold.
all the big ass gems. Do you want
The
me to-
Jacinth and the Black Sapphire and the, yeah.
Yep. The Jacinth, two of them, two black sapphires, and rubies. Do you want me to bust them out?
I say keep the rubies because we're gonna need those, but get rid of the Jacinth and the Sapphire.
These are
Alright.
his gems. He can use them however he needs to.
Well,
if we
I mean,
want
the-
rubies for teleportation, we can buy them.
Fair enough.
Okay, so the ruby, you know what? No, I do agree. That the Jacinth and the black sapphire, like I don't have any casting needs for those, so I should just convert them to diamonds.
I mean, could we break apart the diamonds to make them still be valued at the right thing?
Can you actually portion these things out? If you provide raw materials to transmute them, can you portion them out?
Well, I can't separate the gems into other gems. I
Okay, that
can
makes
just transform the gem itself.
Can you, in that case, do you have any items in stock that? What gems do you have diamonds in stock that we can trade for?
I have some in stock. What sort of gems are you looking for? Like how big? How fancy?
Anything, any diamond worth decent amount, like 300.
300? I can get
Yeah.
something in that price range. How many do you need? Let me look through my inventory.
Oh, I'm gonna just pull out one black sapphire. Actually, whatever's the biggest, like big honking gem I got. I don't know which one is the big honking one, but I'm gonna honk it at him. Just tap it on the table. It's like well, this is what I can start with.
We can trade our way to getting more diamond. Would
Mhm.
make more sense in that case.
Yeah.
That is a big gem. How much is that gem worth?
5,000 GP.
Okay. He says, tell you what, for this, I will trade you a fairly equal amount of gems. If that floats your fancy.
Indeed.
I can get you about 12 gemstones, diamonds worth about 350 each. Does that sound good for you?
Sure. That sounds excellent for me.
Okay, excellent. Pleasure doing business with you. And he reaches into his bag and pulls out 12 diamonds, each worth about as much as he says that they're worth, from the best of your knowledge.
Okay.
I motioned him on. Can I grab like at least 3 of those?
And okay, I'm gonna do this. Well, if you're interested, I'm gonna pull out a Jacinth. Was it Jacinth or what's it called?
I think it's Jason.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that out. Anything for my friend over here?
Oh, and is this one big as well?
Yeah, it's the same amount.
Dragon Horde is great.
Same amount. You're starting to run me dry of diamonds. But let me see what I can do. He starts rooting about his things, says, well, I will have to transmute a few. Perhaps I give you just 6 for now, and the rest of the transmutation, we call the rest my fee.
Or do you have anything else that you want Anything else that he could use? I'm gonna just point to Zumosu.
I could also take a magical item or anything minor. You got anything like that?
Minor magical items? For
Yeah.
5,000? I might have something, but we'd have to go out to my cart to see.
I'll just take. How about we just do a little bit of a rain check on that? How much value would we have minus the 6 diamonds?
Zumosu, I'm gonna just give you the Jason, and you can use it however you want.
Okay. Yeah, so it basically say I'll take the 6 diamonds and then a minor magical or minor item. The difference, I guess. Would that be alright with you?
I'll see what I can get you. Would you be interested? You are adventuring types, right?
Yeah.
Would you be interested in a rod that can freeze itself in space?
Yes, I want it.
Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Chime in the background is like, wait, I know what that is. I want it.
I lost mine. I want another one.
How did you lose yours? Like, oh, you were escaping.
I use it to clothesline the Red Raven.
Yep.
Don't worry about it.
No, we don't.
That's
know
awesome.
that.
That was such a good moment. Oh my god.
So we're just like, I guess yes, we do want that because I hear Mao chime in.
I just like raise my hand. It's like,
Does this sound amicable to you?
That sounds fine. I'll take the diamonds and I'll give the rod to her.
yes.
Good. I have that one on my person, so he pulls out a rod from his pouch. It definitely looks like he's got a bag of holding type thing going on. He also looks to you guys and says, tell you what, if you're in the business of lugging around big things, I know most people don't have the ability to manipulate objects like I do. Could I interest you in a larger storage container? Perhaps a, I don't know, something like this. And he pulls out a small filigreed box and opens it up, and inside is a black silk sheet. He takes it out and he kind of like spreads out a section of it onto the table, and he just takes a rib and peels it off of the rack and then just tosses it at the silk sheet and it falls right in. You wait for a few seconds until you hear a thud. He tells you, this is a portable hole. It's about 10 feet deep, 10-foot diameter if you spread out the whole thing. Don't do that right in this place, but it can be useful. It can hold a lot of stuff.
Can you throw people in it?
Of course. Just, make sure that they have enough air for a time.
I'm looking at Amon like a child with like wanting a new toy.
Boom Crash is also blinking at it lustfully.
Fine.
I mean, we do have gold if you platinum and stuff if you don't want to use the diamond.
Look,
Yeah, yeah.
I-
no,
No, actually, I just want to use the gem because I just want to get rid of it because
That's fair. It's hard to convert.
It's a cumbersome currency. If you can do direct barter, it's better that way.
I'll tell you what, this portable hole and its carrying container can be yours. I only ask for 8,000 gold pieces.
Okay, 8,000. So
I have 680 platinum pieces.
I'm just gonna give him 800 platinum from the party bank. Is that okay, guys?
Or
Yeah,
wouldn't it make sense? He's trying to get rid of the gem, so give him a gem and then 300 platinum pieces, and there you go.
Sure.
Okay, I'll deduct that from the party bank. Yes.
and
Yeah,
I'll get rid
300
of
platinum.
Boom Crash, before you do,
Mhm.
I have been doing some checks for you guys. He's
Yeah.
actually highballing this.
Oh, okay.
You are the smart one now.
Based on the worth, and honestly based on that book, as Mao just mentioned,
Mhm.
you think that it's probably worth a bit less than that. You could probably get this thing for at max 5,000.
Trazir, because we're doing so much business right now, what do you say to cutting us a little bit of a deal? Because I think you're highballing us again. I'll give you 400 platinum pieces for it.
I see that you're finally getting used to the bartering system here in New Dawn. Very well. Why don't you persuade me? Tell me why you think it's worth that much. Think of this as a training tutorial.
I don't like training tutorials.
Well,
You're going to need one if you're in a new city.
oh god, oh
Yeah,
god.
that usually works really well.
So
Many
to
people
my
would be
knowledge-
more than willing to take your money for what it's worth.
So to my knowledge, this thing is worth on the very maximum high end.
You don't have to go into
Okay.
detail. I just wanted a persuasion check.
Okay, thank you, thank you. You were like tutorial, and I'm like, oh god, I have to roll
No,
play.
I said
Jump.
persuade me. Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Okay.
Woohoo.
You go into a thing. You've studied the properties of displacement here using demiplanes, and you explain that as wondrous as it is, it's actually a fairly simple thing to ascribe to an item. It's probably worth this much. And he kind of arches an eyebrow and goes, "It sounds like you know your stuff. Very well. 4,500. Final offer."
Trazir, because I like you, we have a deal.
Then I like you too. He shakes hands with you. It is yours. He takes your money and pockets it, and gives you guys your portable hole.
So I just have a question about the way this works. It's
I
a
knew you would.
space-based thing. Does the weight make a difference of it at all?
Oh boy. Let me... I believe the weight doesn't change, just like a bag of holding. It's functionally identical, except that it's more of a pain to...
Well, you can't really use it in combat
Yeah.
without basically taking a turn to get it set up.
This is
So
kind of
basically,
your,
we have a bank vault.
Yeah.
Or if
This-
you really
this is
want
the
to, you
party
can
vault.
use it as a root storage thing. Yeah.
It's a bank vault, or it's a very useful kidnapping tool.
Hey, I didn't say it first.
Now's getting the bag, the hole, I guess, for now. So we got 2 bags of holding, a portable hole, and actually, straight up, I'm just gonna ask him. You got another bag of holding?
I have
So Mao, you want the portable hole?
some on my person, yes.
Okay, take it.
Okay, so it can unfold into a circular sheet 6 feet in diameter. I was wrong about the 10 feet. He was exaggerating. So it's a 10-foot deep hole, 6 feet diameter. The cylindrical space within the hole exists on a different plane, so it can't be used to create open passages through things, which is important. It's not like your pass wall ability. You can only...
It's a pocket dimension.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can... Any creature inside it can exit the hole by climbing out of it. You can use an action to close a portable hole by taking hold of the edges of the cloth and folding it up. Folding the cloth closes the hole, and any creatures or objects within remain in that space. No matter what's in it, the hole weighs next to nothing.
It's
So-
folded up and put into my pocket, and all my backpack and shit is now put inside of that too.
Can a creature still break out if the hole is folded up? That might be important if she does want to kidnap people.
If the hole is folded up, a creature within the hole's extra dimension
Space.
They're within the space.
can use
but-
an action to make a DC.
It's a DC 10 strength check to escape. It's not that hard to escape it, but it's possible.
What would happen if it's in somebody's pocket? Does it just explode?
I
I'd
mean,
assume
yeah, I
so.
guess a hand would come out.
Your pockets would probably burst.
Breathing creatures can survive in the hole for up to 10 minutes.
How much is his bag of holdings? His first offer, I guess, for it.
His
I wanna
first
get up on a
offer,
bank.
he kind of has grown to respect you guys, and he offers it to you for 600 gold pieces.
Come on, you want a bag of holding?
No.
Wait, what?
Fine.
Might as well take it. You know, at least you'd be comfortable before the end of the world.
Think of all the skulls you can keep in there.
Fine.
That's actually an excellent point.
An excellent argument. Okay, so he offers that to you, and
I'll just buy this one for him this time.
okay.
Instead of his 600 gold pieces.
Did you want to haggle at all?
I'll try haggling.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
So, we are doing a lot of business here. So could you cut me a deal on this one too?
Well, I suppose that we could make something work. What do you think it's worth? Make a persuasion check. Okay, there it is. You try and convince him, but he also says, you guys are kind of clearing me out a bit. I can't just put all my business in one place. The best I can do is 550.
Hey, what do you mean you can't put all your business in one place? You can't guarantee business. Yeah, we're paying you. What's wrong with that?
I need to spread out my influence to get repeat customers, not people that are going to go off on a mission for several months.
But when we come back, we buy a shit ton of stuff.
If you come back, adventurers are not the most diligent.
I give him the 50 platinum pieces and then 50 gold pieces.
Thank you. He hands you a bag of holding.
And I pass that to him on. Here you go, buddy. Now you can carry your skulls and stuff all on your own.
It's time.
And
Dragon
I'm
skull.
not gonna move
We could-
because I'm still gonna put it all around my body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bandolier of skulls.
Well, if that is all that you need from Thrazir, I will see you in a few days. Is that agreeable to you? 2 days from now?
I just have a
Yeah.
question.
I have a purchase. More rubies, 50 gold pieces each.
50 gold piece rubies? Sure.
Yep.
Let me see what I can do. We should have
Vision.
plenty of these. We have... I have 16 of them on my person.
Holy crap. How many teleports do we want, guys?
I don't know, 10.
That seems like a lot, but okay.
I was thinking just like 2. One for when we need to move, and then the second one just in case we lose the first one somehow.
I don't know, rupees are useful for other things too, aren't they?
This is the spell that we're using them for, so these are teleports.
Yeah, I just figure since we won't... I guess I'm thinking since we don't usually... We had trouble getting diamonds, we had trouble getting rubies, like, might be worth just having them to have them. We have extra space for storage now.
Okay.
Is this for a teleportation circle?
No.
I'm sorry, don't mean to pry, but I do have these, and he takes out 3 vials of ruby dust.
Oh, pre-processed.
I'm a proponent of that spell as well. I cast it often.
But isn't this place not supposed to have magic? Or is there a teleportation circle that you use here?
No, not here. In other places. I have it all up here. He points at his head.
These are kind of like private things, like
Yes, most of the people I visit are high class. Some on very distant lands. Thrazir gets
Yeah.
around.
Would you be willing to part with your ingredients?
Of course.
And for how much?
Well, as you said, 50 gold pieces, but I have to make a profit, so for you, about 60 gold pieces.
Oh, would you be willing to part with all 3?
Of course. I have spares.
Okay. So that's about 180 gold pieces.
Indeed.
Okay, it's yours.
He hands you the vials. You have 3 vials pre-prepared of teleportation circle ready ruby dust.
Nice.
Ooh.
Neat.
Thrazir, it's been a while since we've actually been here, and these 2 I point as most of them are kind of new. Any places we should probably avoid for any strange circumstances?
Well, if you're avoiding things like people that would frown upon arcane magic, you want to stay away from the temples. We have the Temple of the Dawn, the Temple of the Light in the center of the town, and we got the Temple of the Dusk in the northern part. They also have there's a few priesthoods down to the south west. Steer clear of those. And in the northwest of the city, there's a few fortresses. Those are the places where the guard stands. They will probably arrest you if you're a purveyor of arcane bent.
Good to know. That's it? Nothing else?
I just have one question. You were saying to get to Famladan, it's a journey. What sort of time frame are we talking here?
I'm talking several weeks.
Fuck.
I kind of make a grimace and turn to Mao, and then turn to Amon.
Don't look at me. I've already expected to rebuild everything.
All right. There isn't any way to fast travel there? You don't know of any teleportation circles?
He shakes his head. I'm sorry, but Famladan is its own special case. They don't like people going in and out. Not that way. Like I said, it takes, 1, a worthwhile deal to reach there, and 2, you need to go there on foot. Its location is mutable to avoid detection.
Can you at least get out of there real quick?
Oh yeah, you can teleport out. Easy business.
Okay. Thanks for letting us know. We'll be sure to have some fun before we go, I guess.
Of course. Enjoy the place. Here. And he hands you the pamphlet that was, like, resting on the table. I hear the pub crawl's good. Adventurers like it.
God, everyone just wants us to go drink. Fine, I'll just go drink.
I just assumed. But me, I like to keep my wits about me. But I dribble. And he grabs another shot from Scorchbrow as he kind of winks to you guys. I'm going to head out. Scorchbrow, can you, yeah. And then he bursts some flame over his shot glass. Thank you. Tastes better, Smoky. And he downs the shot, and he laughs, walking out of the Dragon Flame dregs to go back to his cart.
Is this like real-time whiskey?
Yeah. You haven't tried it yet, but...
I would have tried some as soon as I got some.
You didn't say you did. You said you brought it back into the curtain. But when you do try it, assuming you did right away before the flames went out, it is not unlike Fireball whiskey. It's a spiced sort of whiskey, but it is very alcoholic, begetting the flames atop it burning so readily. So it's
like
got
this.
a smoky, spicy whiskey flavor.
I turned to the guy. Do you have any bottled versions of this or anything?
Sorry, mate. It's all reserved for shots for the crawl.
Okay. I might drop by here and again.
I want one before I go.
Of course. Gotta keep coming back to the bar if you want it. What did you say, Mal?
I want one.
Yeah, you can get one.
I get one.
You get one. A gold piece buys a flight of like 4 shot glasses. But you can also get one for like 2 silver.
I need change. I only have platinum.
Yeah, you get,
Exactly.
people
Mama,
people
buy
here
it.
can provide change.
That's
No.
true.
Mama Bird wants to buy Mama a drink.
I sneak a platinum into your pocket.
Oh my god.
Most expensive drinks ever.
We're starting to lose sense of what money's worth here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Kind
no,
of.
we definitely are. We're too rich. What's a banana? Like $10?
Yep.
No, you already cracked that joke. Never mind.
It's still good.
After
Actually, I have never bought a banana in my life. I actually do not know what they cost.
Like 49 cents.
Much better to get a bushel.
For like a bushel. Yeah, no, they are very cheap.
If you buy individual bananas, it's never worth it.
Yeah, you get like a little.
that's why
bushel,
it's like
and
$10.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah, you guys kind of take a sip of this whiskey and kind of open up your veins a bit and realize it's
Ooh.
probably party time. You guys kind of, I'm assuming Zumasu is at least a little excited.
I bought 2 more flights with my 2 gold pieces.
Yeah, to get even a little buzzed, and you grab the pamphlet and go, what were these other taverns again?
We need to find a place to stay anyway.
Yeah, you kind of justify it yourself. You see the path for the chariot races. which I can actually bring
You
up.
draw it out.
It is drawn
Oh.
out. It's the green line going around the city.
Oh, that's big.
It is big. It goes all the way around the city. The several bars that are listed on the list include Elgod's Grotto, and it says next to it, its pamphlet drink is an Aloran Stink Eye. Next is Bunderstones, whose drink is a slingshot. After that is the Dragonflame Dregs, which you guys are already at. Then is Grundy's off to the east, which has a Northern Grog. And finally, the Spittle Spittoon, which is off in the northeast, which they have a drink called Scorpion Swill. There are some other taverns, but they aren't listed as participating in this event.
Okay, so the thing that is very important to my mind, because it's very, very sparkly, is the rainbow tent thing near Bunderstones.
You did see that as you were walking across the Pinnacle of Light. It is also listed on this vague map drawn in the pamphlet, and you put two and two together and go, hey, that's the rainbow place. You can go there if you want.
I want to go there.
That's the next place.
Okay, Boom Crash says, we're going to this one. It's close by. And you guys kind of pack up your remaining barbecue in a little doggy bag, or toss it into your portable hole, if you will. And you head off
Now
to...
has the trash bag.
And you...
No.
the trash bag.
I hate it.
Now Mao can finally become that garbage possum from our party image. Okay, the party heads off to Bunderstones. It is a hoppin' place, much like the Dragonflame dregs were. You see that there is a rainbow tent out front, and you can see that there are people taking orders right outside, and many of them are scantily clad and wearing gigantic feathered outfits, crowns, shoulder pads. You can see like some stuff sticking out of somewhere from behind them. They're also all men. They come to you and say, hey, welcome to Bunderstones. Are you guys going to come in?
Sure.
Yes.
All right. All right. We can get you down. Are you guys in the pub crawl?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Then you
I'm
guys...
avoiding this.
You guys get your own special, and they come out with like these like fake feather crown kind of things.
Oh god.
Crowns, and they place them on your heads.
Mine kind of let slip off my head. I'm like, sorry, got a helmet on, you know. By the way, do you guys have any rooms available? I know it's busy and all.
Oh, no rooms here, darling. This is just a bar. Well, and
Okay.
dance review today. And you guys can come in today, even though you're ladies. You can come in on chariot days and on the weekends when the drag show happens.
Do I have to wear the hat?
Where is a place to actually board for the night?
Oh, you can find places everywhere. I think there's a few inns nearby. I think Grundy's Sports Places. Elgod's is kind of for the fancy people. Don't want to go to the Spittle Spittoon there. Good food, but it's a bit hard to stay there. Yeah,
Alright.
Stingerbats don't like it.
You guys enjoy. I'm gonna go to Elgar's and book us a room.
All
You
right.
just hate fun. You
Yes.
just hate
Wait.
all the fun.
Exactly.
Amon, who has the stones? We should probably, keep a little bit of contact.
I have the communication stone.
Yeah, you had the other ones, Demasu.
Okay.
All right.
Zumasu and Amon have the sending stones. Amon goes off to Elgod's Grotto. The rest of you come into Bunderstones. They shout at you, "Don't be shy, come inside!" And you guys open the doors and into a very hoppin' gay bar. There's a catwalk going right through the middle of the bar here, and there are plenty of similarly dressed feather dancers dancing about on stage in full drag.
Excellent.
There
And
is...
it's midnight, so.
Beautiful.
Let me see what else we got here. Okay, you see that there is a person at the bar. It looks like they were just standing behind it, but they're actually on it, and they're actually just a torso. You can see one of them is taking a shot glass and pressing it against his forearm and like scraping it around, and then he puts it down onto the ground and he fills it with tequila and uses a melon baller to like drop some sort of white fruit with black speckles in it inside the shot glass and says, "Here you go, come again." And then he kind of waves in the new people. "Hey, welcome, here for the pub crawl?"
Yes.
"I'm Salty. You guys want a spitball or a slingshot, whatever we call it now?"
Yes, please.
Sure. But I also I'm gonna motion to like Bone Crusher and Mal. I'm gonna tell Bone Crusher about the scenario we got going on. If we could just find a table.
Yeah. We need drink.
Okay.
Yeah, I put down the gold pieces down for everybody's drink.
Okay, you head over to the aptly named Salty, and he gives you guys a similar drink, the Slingshot, which is a salt-rimmed tequila shot with a lump of Bahan fruit in it. And he gives you guys a full spread of these things. It's pretty weird, especially since this Salt Genasi has been using his own body to rim the glasses. It looks like he's used a lot since there's not much of him left. But he assures you...
Put two together and just go, oh god.
He assures you it's fine and that the regulars have already gotten the best bits of him.
Huh.
I'm just gonna kind of deadpan take a big old swig of it and be like, okay, Boom Crash, I'm gonna need to talk to you for a second.
I hand...
Boom takes a shot and then like asks for more.
I my shot.
You take 2 slingshots.
I am not eating a person.
Boom Crash will eat a person.
Says, "Oh, come on, don't be shy. Everyone's licking everyone around here."
Nope, my tongue stays inside my mouth, thank you very much.
She's not into it, but I am.
If that's what you want, doll.
I'll sit down, I'll just be kind of grumpy with my stupid feather hat on.
She's probably just nervous. I'm reborn every morning. She probably doesn't know that about us Genasis.
I didn't know that about Genasi.
Fantastic.
Well, just me. I crumble apart each day, and each morning, good as new. Spawned right from the earth where I crumbled. Though it does take a bit of cleanup.
That's super useful. That's fantastic. And I'm glad that you're able to maximize it in this way. Oh wait, my friend is calling me, but I love you, bye!
Of course. You're always welcome at Bunderstones.
I take a look at the 2 empty shot glasses she probably has in her hands, and I'm just like, I'll ask you to do what I need you to do later, but I'm gonna let you know what's the situation. So you know how when we were in the Underdark and they were saying dream peoples were visiting? Well,
Yes.
I got a visit from this stupid old shit hag.
Oh no. Zuzu! Your
Um,
first kiss!
I kind of like grimace.
She gives you a big hug because she feels so bad for you.
I'm gonna need you to focus for 1 second.
I'm being supportive, I'm sorry.
No.
Okay, paying attention. Focus.
Maria might be in trouble, and the hag is threatening her unless I complete a sort of quest she has.
Well, then do it.
The question is, I need to know if what she's planning to do is some sort of ritual that could be harmful. Because what she needs me to do is collect a personal possession from the leader of this place and bury it by one of their statues. And you know how witches are, especially the Fae folk. I don't know if that is something that's going to, enter eldritch horror baubles into the town or summon a giant sinkhole.
Yeah, this is... considering her past history, this seems like a very bad idea. I'll do some research and see what I can figure out and suss out from her intentions.
For now, I'll give you the timeline, though. We have about 10 days to get this done before she said she was going to curse Maria.
Okay, good, because I have no idea what the fuck to do right now, and I'm super wasted.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
because I forgot everything you just said.
Totally get on that.
Tomorrow we can start doing it up, and we probably need to let Amon know, because if nothing happens, repercussions will happen anyway. And the Ziers did
Basically-
say we could leave when we wanted to.
Yeah, basically, I'm Plan B to go and steal whatever shit needs to be stolen, and yeah.
If we need to take that little side quest.
But yeah, party hard. Yeah, I'll totally help. I want to help
Salty.
you, and it'll work out. It'll be okay.
Yeah. And we're also hoping that nothing happens with the conflict, you know? You know what? We're here, they're celebrating.
Zuzu, you're too stressed out. You got to drink. Come on.
Yeah, I'll
I have to drink about 5 times as much as the normal person.
Oh my
Then,
god,
then you have a lot of catching up to do.
just go lick the Genasi.
Zumasu, a shot glass appears in front of you, placed by one of the waiters that has come by. They are similarly dressed scantily with feathers and mostly Speedos. He places it in front of you and says, "From the barkeep," and just kind of like gestures towards Salty, who just kind of waves at you and then winks with his like featureless salt form.
Okay, I'm gonna describe something kind of dumb, but I'll look at him, smile, drink the whole thing in one go, but I will keep the salt and then when he's not looking, spit it back into the cup.
Make a sleight of tongue check.
Hi, that cherry.
I'll
Sam.
try to be polite, but just be like, I don't feel like eating this one.
Sure, make a deception check, I guess. That's a bit better. Okay.
Ooh, nice.
You slurp it down. It tastes salty, and the fruit
Make my
kind of
little
dissolves
grimace
in
and-
your throat. But as he turns away or somebody walks past, you kind of spit it right into your glass again. Just as you guys are settling down and getting ready to party, the doors burst open to Bunderstones. And the bards like stop playing, the dancers like stop and look over towards a gigantic person that has filled most of the doorway. They're completely rippling with muscles and wearing nothing but gigantic spiked pauldrons, what looks to be a codpiece, and a frilled helmet. They have a gigantic sword placed upon their back.
Of
They
course
look
they
around
do.
the chamber, and eventually his helmet turns towards Salty, and he says, "Wow, Salty, you didn't save any for me? You have to get here earlier than that, darling, to get the lower half." "Then, we've party on!" And he raises his hands into the sky, and everybody cheers, and the music continues, and the dancers all like shake their feathers back and forth. "So says I, Snarlcock the Ravager. Continue
Oh my
your frivolities." And I think that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Beautiful.
Thanks everybody for coming out. Weird one to end on.
I was just wondering if somebody was going to say something.
I
Kind
was
of me
like,
too.
wait, that means other things.
Thank you, everybody. You can watch this stream every Sunday from 9 to midnight Eastern Standard Time. Our sister stream is on Wednesdays from 7 to 10. Catch my books on DriveThruRPG, as well as Noble Crummets' Book of Secrets coming to the DM's Guild. Everyone, have a good night. Let's find out next time what Snarlcock the Ravager has to say. Have a good night, everyone, and pleasant dreams.
No.
Good night.